For this moment, and tonight they've jammed the Northlands Coliseum for the city's National Hockey League debut. Tonight, the Detroit Red Wings provide the Edmonton Oilers with a taste of life in the NHL. It's difficult to know what to expect from the Oilers this season. They have an extremely young squad with lots of promise in several areas. But how they will stack up over 80 games in big-time pro hockey is only a guess. Oiler coach Glenn Sather was encouraged with the Edmonton showing in preseason. And tonight, he'll get a further indication as he meets an old rival, Bobby Crum, and his Detroit Red Wings. And for a look at some promising Oiler stars, Jim Robson and Jerry Pinder.
Well, as Wayne Gretzky says, it's great to be in Edmonton, and Edmonton's in the NHL, and all Alberta's excited about it. Jerry Pinder, how about yourself?
Well, it's an unbelievable night, Jim. It's the fans had to wait an extra hour while the Detroit Red Wings arrived, but they're sure ready now.
They are. There's a lot of excitement in the building, and I think we'll share some of that excitement now. Here's the Gordon Ross with the opening ceremonies.
I'm about to mention, without them, there would be no National Hockey League in Edmonton. Our first guest, a man who needs no introduction. Let's give them the warm welcome he deserves, Mr. Peter Pocklington, the owner of the Edmonton Oilers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great deal of pleasure. We introduce a man whose name is synonymous with hockey around the world, the owner of the Detroit Red Wings, Mr. Bruce Norris. Now the president of the National Hockey League, Mr. John Ziegler. Now, as soon as the captains of the rival teams, if they would now join our special guests at center ice, Mr. Ziegler will drop the puck between Mr. Pocklington and Mr. Norris, and we'll get the NHL season underway. We have the captains of the two teams, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The long wait is now over, and the greatest thanks go to you, the Edmonton hockey fans, who made this all possible.
Attention inventors, call for your free inventors kit, 877-558-2000, or visit us on the web at inventorshelpline.com.
You'll receive free confidential forms and useful information describing the invention process. And when you call right now, you'll also receive a free brochure which tells you how to begin to develop your new idea. So get the ball rolling. Pick up your phone right now and call for your free inventor's kit.
Call today toll-free for your free inventor's kit, 877-558-2000, or visit our website at inventorshelpline.com.
This is your last chance to go back in time or way into the future. What happens when the Wild West meets the Far East? Time is running out for Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson to rescue Lucy Liu in Shanghai Noon. But is it already too late to rescue our planet from total destruction in Titan AE?
Without a planet, we're no longer a threat.
Could there be life after Earth or life after Jackie?
Are you crazy?
Find out in Shanghai Noon and Titan AE, your last chance on Direct Ticket pay-per-view.
Now on Direct Ticket, Battlefield Earth.
When we attacked your planet, all your soldiers and all their advanced technology could only put up a measly 9-minute fight, which is why man is an endangered species. Nothing will help you.
Let it be said that we took this one chance and fought!
From one of the best-selling novels of all time, superstar John Travolta, Battlefield Earth, on Direct Ticket pay-per-view on DirecTV.
The other three teams that joined the NHL along with the Oilers were the Winnipeg Jets, Quebec Nordiques, and the Hartford Whalers. Two other WHA teams, the Cincinnati Stingers and Birmingham Bulls, were given cash settlements to fold their clubs. Of the four teams that joined in 1979, only the Edmonton Oilers remain today. Let's return to this 1979 NHL contest between the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings here on ESPN Classic.
Opening night at Edmonton's Northlands Coliseum, and there's a view from back of the Edmonton goal. The Oilers in the home uniforms, white with orange and blue. Detroit up the ice in their red with white. There's Wayne Gretzky, and what a great player, Jerry.
Well, they call him the franchise, and at his age, it's unbelievable what he did for this Oiler hockey club last year, 104 points.
We're almost as good shape as he is running up the stairs from ice level to here. Here's Blair McDonald, a good hard worker.
Gretzky's right winger, and you can't ask for more from a guy. He can shoot, he can check, he's rugged in the corners, an excellent hockey player.
I think he'll surprise a lot of people around the NHL who haven't seen him in action.
There we have Kevin Lowe, their first draft choice from the Quebec Ramparts in the Quebec Junior Hockey League, and he has far surpassed their expectations for him in training camp, Jim.
And he scored the team's first goal in their opening game when they lost 4-2 in Chicago. Although they were certainly in the game with the Blackhawks, who figure to be the strongest team in this Smythe division that Edmonton's involved in. We're having a little delay, as you see. They're working on the ice, and we'll take a look at the officials. Bob Myers, the referee in the middle from Burlington, Ontario. The young linesman on your left, Wayne Forsey, is an Alberta boy, as is Swede Knox, the experienced linesman on your right. And they're the trio working, and here's a couple of hard-working goaltenders tonight. This hustler in the nets for Edmonton, his first NHL start at Mio. And, of course, every fan knows Rogie Vachon.
Apparently, Rogie had quite a good game in Vancouver last night, despite what the papers say. I was talking to Bobby Crom, and he was very impressed with his play.
Well, he made some outstanding saves, particularly when Detroit was shorthanded, but he was caught out of the net a couple of times as Detroit lost 3-1 to Vancouver. But Rogie is trying to make the big comeback after a disappointing year last year in Detroit when he had a 3.90 goals against average. Some guys would be happy with that, but not Rogie Vachon. Well, Jerry, it's opening night in Edmonton. Perhaps some jitters, especially from the Oilers.
Well, I can remember back to my opening night, Jim, and it was unbelievable how nervous I was. And you've got to add in the factor that the Oilers had to wait an extra hour. They were down at this rink about 4 o'clock, and Detroit didn't even show up in the rink till after 6 o'clock. And I got to believe they're doubly nervous as a result of that.
It's quite an effort by the Detroit people to get the Red Wings here because of heavy fog in Vancouver the past couple of days. They had to get out today. Finally did make connections, and that's why the game was delayed, because of the fog in Vancouver. There are the Oilers around their goaltender, and there are their happy fans.
Jim, this is really exciting. They're getting ready to drop the puck on the fans, the anticipation in the air, the extra hour wait that they had to put up with, and it's just going to be a real fun night.
15,000 plus in this building tonight. The seating capacity is just over 15,200. And, of course, Edmonton is pretty well sold out for their first NHL season. Number 11 at center for the Red Wings, a very familiar face, I'm sure, to hockey fans. Big Peter Mahovlich wearing number 11. There he is. Came over from Pittsburgh in a trade for longtime Red Wing Nick Libet. He's flanked by Mike Foligno, number 17, the rookie right winger. And the left winger for the starting line for Detroit is number 12, Errol Thompson, the former Toronto Maple Leaf, who handed out cigars yesterday as his wife gave birth to a baby girl back in Detroit.
Well, you wonder, Jim, looking at the opening lineups, whether they want Mahovlich against Gretzky. Edmonton gets the last official change here, so we'll just have to see how that goes.
Gretzky wins the first draw of the first NHL game at Edmonton. The Oilers are in possession. That's Kevin Lowe, number 4, the young defenseman. And the rival, number 4, Tommy Bergman, has the puck for Detroit. Off the boards to Pete Mahovlich. Bergman passes it off the boards for Foligno. Was a great junior last year in Sudbury, where he had 150 points in the OHA. Peter Mahovlich failed to pick up the pass. This is Lowe clearing it outside the line. For Brett Callaghan, a good hard-working left winger, number 18 for the Oilers, who's out there with Gretzky and Blair McDonald. And this is a set, established line for the Oilers starting their first NHL season. Now it's very cautious here in the first 35 seconds of the game. The kid with the puck, number 7 for Detroit, is Willie Huber, a giant young defenseman, the tallest player in the league at 6'6". I guess he and Lupien of Montreal are the tall players in the league, but there's a lot of big ones around now as Brett Callaghan gets away from Mahovlich with that puck. Callaghan controlling, cuts in front of Mio, the young goaltender, getting his first NHL start. Now Callaghan gets some room and lugs out the puck. Moving in on Bergman as he dumps the puck in. Vachon strays out of the net to scoop the puck to the corner. It's centered, and Huber defended in front of the unguarded net to intercept the pass. McCourt to Foligno. Foligno shot right on, and there's Mio's first test, and he handled the shot by Foligno. As the teams make their first line change, 1:20 gone in the first period, no score in the game.
There's a shot of Bobby Crom, who was very successful with the Winnipeg Jets in the World Hockey League. Had a great first year with the Detroit Red Wings. Had a little bit of a slump last year, but in talking to Bobby before the game, he is enthusiastic and he's expecting big things from his hockey team.
Now this face-off is just outside the Oiler blue line. The crowd here is reacting to an introduction. Bill Hunter, the old redhead, is being introduced. And I think throughout the broadcast you'll hear some reaction. Here's Chipperfield with a slap shot. Hit Vachon right in the right leg. And Chipperfield got real good wood on that shot in a very good scoring area. And the Red Wings ice the puck. Hicks going back after it for the Oilers. And there's the first icing call. Now Glenn Sather, the coach of the Edmonton Oilers. His team was nervous in Chicago. Glenn, how will they be tonight?
The team was awfully nervous in Chicago the other night. They'll be the same way tonight.
Well, I think the nervousness is really a state of how the guys feel about the first part of the hockey game. And after you get over that, if they can adjust to the beginning of the game and get themselves into a hit or somebody hitting them and just try to relax a little bit, usually after the first couple shifts, if somebody does it, then everybody has a tendency to relax. But in Chicago, we had a lot of trouble. We were nervous right through the game, and hopefully tonight we won't be like that.
There was a hard worker for 10 years in the NHL, Glenn Sather, the 35-year-old coach of the Edmonton Oilers. There's no score in the game nearing the 2-minute mark. Play in Detroit zone. That's Nedomansky, number 20, along the boards, being bumped by Messier. McCourt passing on the left wing for LeBratton, the very talented left winger from Sweden. He's bumped off the puck. It's sliding loose at center. Going to it is Reed Larson, shooting the puck in, but he traps the mate offside.
Jim, getting back to this delay, when we originally got into the rink, I had to believe the delay was going to help the Edmonton Oilers because Detroit was on the road all day and just got here at 6 o'clock. Then after sitting here and watching Detroit come in and how fired up they were and having to have Edmonton sit in their dressing room and just get more nervous and more nervous, I think probably Detroit has a little bit of an advantage right now.
Both teams look a little tight here early, Jerry. A little bit tight in the opening 2 minutes. 2 minutes gone, no score. Harry Miller's number 3 passing the puck in. There's a solid hit along the boards by Siltanen, the young Finnish defenseman, number 8 for the Oilers. Cowboy Flett out there, number 19 on right wing, clearing the puck to center ice. Now it's back in Edmonton territory, and another offside is called at the blue line, and you're seeing offsides as they're a little tense.
There's a shot of Doug Hicks, whom the Oilers obtained and are expecting big things from, but talking to Larry Gordon, the general manager of the Oilers last night, and the average age of this Oiler hockey club is only 24 and change, and for that reason, I think a little inexperienced, and this delay probably is going to hurt them.
Siltanen turning at his own line. He's on defense with number 5, Hicks. That's Chipperfield with the puck. His right winger, number 19, is Bill Flett. And another Alberta boy, Messier, the young left winger, racing into forecheck on Nedomansky. Messier glides in to get that puck. Centered it. A shot by Flett is blocked. Flett knows where that net is. He scored an awful lot of goals in the National League and in the WHA. Well, it's rather surprising, perhaps, to see him get in that lineup tonight, but he's there, and he's always a threat to score when he's in that attacking zone. The Oilers make a full change. The puck is controlled by the Detroit's Barry Long, familiar name to WHA fans in Winnipeg last year. Now an icing called against Detroit as Long's long pass went undetected there. There's Chipperfield. What a lot of goals he scored in junior hockey in Brandon, and he's been a good player here in the
He's had a great career with the Edmonton Oilers, and he's still very young. And a tribute to Chipper, they named him the captain of the hockey club, and I think that's something to be very proud of.
And he's the kind of a guy that would wear the C with great pride.
Yes, he would, and he's a real leader. He just never quits working, and he's an excellent goal scorer.
He had a great chance in this game. He's had the best scoring chance tonight, and Vachon stopped him from about 30 feet in front. There's no score. We've played 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Detroit and Edmonton, the first National Hockey League game in Alberta. The face-off to the left of Vachon as the centers are waved out. Woods is number 15 for Detroit, and Hunter doing a little stick work on him on the face-off. Dave Hunter battling with Woods, who got the draw. Hunter works him over in the circle, but the Wings get possession. Dan Bolduc is number 19 for Detroit, a very fast skater, and so is Woods, the 2 wingers on this line for Detroit. And number 14, Sopchik, of course, played here. Here's an interception by Bolduc. Passes it off. It's intercepted. The puck came loose. A chance at the right point for Long. Winding up. Lets it go. Meal stopped it. And there was Sopchik right in front, but he couldn't get the rebound. Lumley clearing the puck out for Edmonton. It's number 20, digging it out on the boards. Dave Lumley's tripped up. And the puck slides loose to Campbell. Shooting it in. Long racing back to pick it up as Vachon controls it for him. Long ran into a check. He felt that one as he was hit by Lumley. The puck is centered in front of Vachon. Moving to it Hunter banking it around on the boards. Edmonton forechecking well. Weir gets the puck. Back to the point to Price. Tied up by Sobchuk. Price gets the puck loose. Pat Price controlling the puck. On the end boards, it's centered. Hunter in front is tripped up. There's going to be a Detroit penalty as Hamel took Hunter to the ice, and now he has him tied up, and Hamel, I believe, is going to get a tripping or interference penalty.
Jim, a real good call. He just wrapped his stick around him and hauled him down in front of the net. And boy, the Oilers were applying the pressure, and if they're going to forecheck that hard all night, it's going to make it awfully difficult on a very tired Detroit hockey club. And previous to that penalty, we saw an example of the Edmonton forechecking as Detroit couldn't get it out of their zone. Watch Hamel wrap his stick around him here and just haul down Davey Hunter. As I believe it was Stan Weir made a good pass across the front of the net, and had Hunter had a stick on the ice, they might have been up 1-0.
Looked like holding there, but we'll wait to see how it's described by referee Bob Myers. As you look at John Hamel, who's been around the NHL for a few seasons with the Red Wings. They've got extra players in their roster, and he didn't play last night in Vancouver.
I guess, Jim, you wouldn't expect anything else, but guess who's at center? Mr. Wayne Gretzky, and he controls the power play for a young man as well as anybody I've ever seen at such a young age.
They're hooking the infraction on Hamel. 4:02 was the time of the game's first penalty. Edmonton with a man advantage in a scoreless game. That's Siltanen back to get the puck. The others on the power play. Gretzky, number 99, skating by the puck. That's Callaghan, number 18. McDonald, number 14, is on right wing. Price is the other point man with Siltanen. Puck dumped in behind Vachon. Callaghan with the puck. He's an excellent skater. Played it for Price, who's at the right point. McDonald behind the net. Bounces in front. This is Callaghan trying to get a shot. Keeps working for the puck. Now has room to work. Looking for McDonald in front. To Gretzky, tried to center it, intercepted, and Dale McCourt clears it down the ice. And speaking of young players to do a lot for their team, you'll see number 10 of Detroit, Dale McCourt, on the ice killing penalties, power play, regular shift. He's their young captain now at 23 years of age. No score, 5 minutes gone. First period, I'm Jim Robson with Jerry Pinder at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton. The National Hockey League has come to Alberta, and the Oilers have had a good edge in the play in the early stages of this scoreless game. Right now they have the man advantage. Here's McDonald's shot. Tipped just wide. The rebound in front. Callaghan had a great chance. Vachon grabbed the puck.
Callaghan had an open net, and if we get a shot of this, watch him relax when the puck's on his stick, and all he has to do is hit it into the net. He straightens up and relaxes a little bit. Blair McDonald fires one from the point. It goes just wide of the net, and there's Callaghan. Watch him straighten up and relax. All he had to do was bear down and bang that puck into an open net, and he's got to be kicking himself right now, Jim.
There's Hamel still in the penalty box for another 47 seconds. Some changes now. McCourt is coming out for Detroit with Mahovlich to kill more time in his penalty. On defense, they've got number 4, Tommy Bergman, and number 2, Barry Long.
Pete Mahovlich and Dale McCourt are doing the penalty killing, and that takes 2 out of their 3 centermen out of circulation. And if they're going to do this all night, you got to believe Mahovlich and McCourt are going to be awful tired by the end of the night, Jim.
They saw a lot of ice time last night in Vancouver, where the Wings were beaten 3-1. Oilers in possession, trying to get this power play to work. There's a slash, I believe, on Mahovlich. It'll be a 2-man advantage. A loose puck at the side of the net. And again, the Oilers missed a great chance, and it was Cowboy Flett this time who missed the chance at the post when Vachon grabbed the puck, and there goes steaming Peter Mahovlich. The Oilers have a 2-man advantage coming up with 37 seconds.
The crowd loves it, and Pete's a big man, and sometimes a little tap with his stick is interpreted as a slash, and I think he gave a pretty good one, but very stupid play on Peter's part. You're already a man short, and now they're in real trouble. They've got a half a minute, little better than that, 37 seconds with a 5-3 advantage, not counting the goalies, and this is the type of situation you like to be in.
There's a look at the clock and the 2 penalties up there as they announce Mahovlich's penalty.
Cowboy Flett's on right wing, Jim, and we talked about his scoring abilities, and he scored over 100 goals in 3 years for the Edmonton Oilers, and that's quite a record.
And he just missed a chance that he normally would score on. Messier, number 11, Chipperfield, number 7, the center, with Flett, number 19, on right wing on this Edmonton power play. Lowe is at the left point, number 4, and the other point man, Lee Fogelin, just had the puck hop over his stick. Fogelin to Lowe as they start out of their own zone. Chipperfield moving in. Checked by McCourt. This is Lowe. Passing. The shot in front. The puck goes shot. Missed the net. Chipperfield shot wide along the ice. Messier in the corner for Chipperfield. It just missed a great chance. They've had so many chances, but there's still no score. Lowe from the left point. Passing into skates. Chipperfield right in. The puck slides, and Vachon got his hand on it. They're not playing the body in close, and Messier gets the puck. Chipperfield missed it. Now Detroit's one man short. Hamel's out of the penalty box. Messier to Lowe. In the corner for Messier. Back to Lowe. The young defenseman from Quebec. Right out of junior hockey, and his pass is intercepted. Harry Miller driving it down the ice for Detroit. 1 minute left in Mahavelic's penalty. No score in the game. Detroit one man short. Low, long pass, brought to center. In goes Gretzky, faking, turning. Wayne Gretzky handling the puck. Harry Miller slaps it out. Gretzky very quickly reacted to that situation and recovered the puck at center. McDonald to Callaghan, to McDonald, tipped off the stick. Blair McDonald from the corner behind the net for Callaghan. Look in front, there's Gretzky. Pass missed him. Shot from the point, just missed the net. Kept in by Siltanen, number 8, for Blair McDonald. Siltanen along the line for Hicks. In the corner for Gretzky. There's McDonald in front. Callaghan looking for him. McDonald still loose in the slot, but they can't get him the puck. Hicks from the point, shooting, deflected by Gretzky from a sharp angle, missed the net. 14 seconds left in Mahavelic's penalty. Still in the Detroit zone. Callaghan for McDonald into a skate. Larson gets it to the line. Thompson got it outside the line. 3 seconds left in the penalty. The power play fades away, and it's still scoreless, and now Detroit's back at full strength. McDonald over the line to Gretzky, coming in, he shoots, it deflects wide. 28 is Reed Larson for the Wings. To Mahavlich, ran into Hicks, Gretzky with the puck. Misses Hicks with the pass. Harry Miller's pass is blocked. Mahavlich going to the loose puck. To Woods, tied up along the boards. In goes Callaghan to poke at the puck. Came loose, but the whistle blew first. The play is stopped. Tonight's game is coming to you from the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
And now for something distinctly different from Dodge. The all-new Dodge Stratus. Stratus sedan has the government's highest safety rating, a 5-star frontal crash safety rating for both driver and front passenger. And now with low 0.9 financing on Stratus, you'll find the difference may actually be even better. Dodge Stratus. Different.
Did you know that scientists have discovered the hairless gene? If you have thinning hair, call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now and get your copy of our latest report, the Hair Loss Update. You can read about exclusive interviews with doctors and scientists and learn about the different options that Hair Club has available today in the fight against hair loss. Hair Club is the one source for hair loss information.
Call Hair Club now and get this booklet or CD-ROM free.
Now that I've got my hair back, I'm glad I made that call.
Call Hair Club now.
Behind every great sports event, there's an even better story.
He's too ugly to be the world heavyweight champion.
Now, ESPN Classic puts you in the game with the new documentary series Game of the Week. Tomorrow, Ali Frazier won.
It was black versus white, it was young versus old, it was right versus left.
The 30th anniversary of the fight of the century.
Joe was like, bang!
Ali's eyes were literally spinning in his head.
Game of the Week, tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific. Presented by Miller High Life, only on ESPN Classic.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Rogie Vachon is in his has to have a comeback year with the Detroit Red Wings, and of course Bobby Crum told me earlier that he's very impressed with the way he's played this year, and he made a couple of excellent saves on the Edmonton power play.
Edmonton's only been credited with 3 shots on goal so far, but they've had more chances than that total would indicate. Detroit with 2 shots on Mio. Campbell goes to the puck for Edmonton, banks it around on the end boards as Weir is tripped up in front of the net. Glenn Hicks, the younger brother of Doug Hicks of the Oilers, number 23 for Detroit, clearing the puck out, but it's being brought back in as the Oilers continue to carry the play. Dave Lumley with the puck, back to the point. Campbell shot, hit a skate in front as Bergman took out Weir in front of the net. Puck is cleared back into Edmonton territory. Icing may be called. Colin Campbell goes to the puck, but icing's waved off. There's no score. We played 8.5 minutes of the first period, and Edmonton's had a big edge in play, partly due to 2 Detroit penalties. Dave Hunter with the puck. Now to Stan Weir. Watched by Huber, takes him in on the boards. Sobchak poked the puck loose. Bergman went to it. Weir and Bergman don't know where that puck is. Bergman recovers around on the boards. It came off the boards at a strange angle, but it's knocked down by Glenn Hicks. To Willie Huber, big second-year pro. bumping at center ice, and the puck went back to Sobchak. Dennis Sobchak, great junior in Regina. Of course, played in the WHA, now with the Red Wings, who took him back in the draft proceedings this spring. Oilers again to the attack as Lumley's long shot is off the target. Vachon, looking alert, steers it back at the net for Tommy Bergman. Tall Swede who started in the NHL, went to the WHA, back to the NHL. Here's a chance in front for Chipperfield. Chipperfield set up in front, but Vachon came out to smother the puck, and again Chipperfield had a chance.
Chipperfield's an excellent offensive hockey player, and a little earlier in the game, there's a shot at Dennis Sobchak, formerly an Edmonton Oiler, and I got to believe Dennis has something to prove to these fans tonight, because I think he was booed very loudly at the beginning of the game when he was introduced. And he's got a lot of ability. I think the knock on him in Edmonton last year was that he only played at his peak about once every 5 or 6 games, and Dennis really has something to prove in the National Hockey League.
McCourt and Messier are the two players about to face off as Swede Knox will drop the puck in the Detroit zone. Referee moves Chipperfield and Nedemensky back a bit. Dale McCourt wins the draw. No score in the game, but the Oilers keep swarming into forecheck, and it's been very effective. Long backhands a pass for Nedemansky, missing him. Mark Messier back to get the puck. His dad was quite a pro hockey player. Doug Messier, most of his hockey played in the Western Hockey League out in Portland. Chipperfield with Flett on his right, but the play is broken up by Long. Following up is Hicks. Here's a chance for Chipperfield. He shoots. Vachon picked it off. Rogie comes up with another one.
Well, if that's any indication of how he's going to be tonight, it's going to be tough on the Oilers, but they've had all the play thus far, Jim. I can't believe it. They're all over the Detroit Red Wings, and if this continues, they're going to win the hockey game.
Vachon had his great years with Montreal and Los Angeles, and here he's tested by Chipperfield.
Watch Chipperfield let one fly, and Vachon stops it with his glove, and that's about the third great save he's made on Chipperfield alone.
And you could see where Vachon was, too. He was about 10, 12 feet out of the net, right out there facing the shooters, so he's in the hockey game.
Yes, he played that shot very well, and as I mentioned earlier in the period on the power play, Ron Chipperfield had him at his mercy, tried to deke him and pull the puck across and lost the puck.
Chipperfield and Mahovlich are facing off. Chipperfield wins the draw, but the puck is poked out to center ice. Hicks back to pick it up for the Oilers, banking it off the boards for Messier, tapped away by Reed Larson to Mahovlich. On his right, number 17 is Foligno, but Mahovlich couldn't get him the puck. Harry Miller turns with it. Pete Mahovlich. Back to Reed Larson, is very good with the puck. You'll see that. He can shoot too, but he doesn't get a chance. But here's a chance for Errol Thompson. His weak shot is off. Chipperfield. Stick handling it out. Lost it to Pete Mahovlich. Looking for someone to give that puck to. Gives it to Reed Larson. Turning inside the Edmonton line. Tied up. Hicks tried to kick the puck out. Pete Mahovlich goes to it. This is Errol Thompson with the puck, a backhander. Missed on the short side. Thompson and Flett battling for the puck. Controlled by Siltanen. To Bill Flett. Cowboy Flett. Beard and all. To Chipperfield. To Flett. He'll let it go, but it's easily handled by Vachon. 9:20 left. First period. No score. Teams changing on the move. Gretzky out there in forechecking, and he almost stole the puck. You watch him every shift out there. He keeps going where the puck is. As Callaghan bumped Peter Mahovlich, a good shot, and the crowd reacted to that. With 9 minutes left in this first period now, there's no score. Sobchak being booed as he handles the puck to Miller. Puck came loose. It's centered. Here's a chance for Blair McDonald. Takes a shot that hit a leg. A loose puck in front. It's tapped outside the line. Lowe plays it across to Colin Campbell. Watched by Foligno. Puck went astray. Gretzky taps it back to Lowe. Left wing pass for Callaghan. Getting loose. Couldn't get a shot. Slowed up by Larson. Callaghan tried to center it. McDonald with the puck. Working from the boards. Over to Gretzky. Lost the puck to Miller. And a hard check on the boards on Miller as the puck is cleared to the Edmonton line. 8:27 left first period. No score. Lowe rushing with the puck. Misses a check. McDonald. Lowe's in front. So is Gretzky. McDonald with the puck at the side to Lowe. Looking for someone in front. A backhander into the crowd. Vachon covers up the shot by Brett Callaghan. This is Hockey Night in Canada from Edmonton.
Hey guys, listen up. You want a competitive edge in the gym, at work, even in the bedroom? Want to look and feel great every day? Then you've got to know about Men's Health. It's packed with information that can change your life. Workout tips that burn away that belly and build loads of muscle. Stress-busting techniques that put you back in charge of your life. And wait until you see what it does for your love life. With Men's Health, she'll forget every other man she's ever met. Let's go to Chicago. Lori?
Matt, the response is incredible. Women say men who read Men's Health know secrets about driving them wild other guys don't. And right now, Men's Health is making an unbelievable offer. Get a free trial issue plus 3 guidebooks free. Power Nutrition, Amazing Abs Made Easy, and Drive Women Wild.
Guys, you can't afford to miss out on Men's Health. Call now for your free trial issue. Continue and get a year's worth of sex tips, workout tricks, and nutrition secrets, plus 3 fabulous guidebooks free. Call now. Men's Health. Hey, this is tons of useful stuff.
He looked like a killing machine.
He was a street guy.
He enjoyed the violence.
The man fought like a human hurricane.
Maybe he got crazy enough to do something like this.
I felt if I did not commit a crime, then you can't put me in jail.
It took away his wife, his child, his freedom.
This is a northern version of a lynching.
The real story is much darker.
Hurricane Carter. Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond. Monday at 8 Eastern and Pacific. Only on ESPN Classic.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
The National Hockey League has arrived in Edmonton. The National Hockey League president, John Ziegler, is with me. Sir, it's a pretty exciting night.
Certainly is. Great pleasure to see the turnout of the Edmonton fans. A real tribute to hockey in Edmonton, and hopefully this kind of support will continue.
Enjoying yourself tonight despite the delay?
Absolutely. It's unfortunate for the delay, but it's been a very exciting day, very exciting night. And Edmonton's playing a pretty good first period.
Thank you very much. Play in the Detroit zone where it's been a lot of this first period, and there's a stoppage in play and another penalty going to be handed out by referee Bob Myers. So the score, Detroit nothing, Edmonton nothing, and this is Hockey Night in Canada.
Now for something uniquely different from Dodge. The Dodge Durango. For power, room, payload, and towing, Durango is just right. And now with low 0.9 financing on Durango, you'll find the different may actually be even better. Dodge Durango. Different.
Log on to the coolest game. NHL.com lets you listen to every game live. Get breaking news, real-time scores, and the hottest video clips. Play fantasy hockey, check super detailed stats, and interact with other fans from anywhere in the world. The NHL.com network gives you access to every team site. Customize your favorite team jersey and get cool NHL merchandise. Sir, you ordered this? Sure did. Cool.
NHL.com. If it's hockey, it's here.
Wayne Gretzky wasn't an original member of the Edmonton Oilers. The Great One was actually signed by the Indianapolis Racers, but acquired by the Oilers along with Eddie Mile and Peter Driscoll for $850,000 in 1979. Gretzky immediately catapulted the Oilers to the best record in the WHA. Edmonton made it to the Avco Cup Championship, but was upended by the Winnipeg Jets. This 1979 hockey game between Edmonton and Detroit continues on ESPN Classic.
John Hamel in the penalty box. Cross-checking the infraction, Hamel's second penalty. He's playing aggressively, and I think Jerry's trying to make sure he gets a job. Detroit have a lot of extra players right now.
Yeah, he's fighting for a job, and he's a little over-aggressive on some occasions.
The third Detroit penalty of this first period. No score in the game. The Oilers with the man advantage. Gretzky feeding it off to the side. A shot from the point by Siltanen is turned aside. From behind the net in front, McDonald scores! Blair McDonald, the first goal in Edmonton. The Oilers lead 1-0.
Watch the play Wayne Gretzky makes here. It's an unbelievable play from behind the net, and B.J. McDonald is situated in the perfect spot in the slot. He doesn't take any time to get his shot away here. Watch Rogie. The puck's on B.J.'s stick. He moves back from in front of the net into the slot. Gretzky has the puck behind the net, fires it Out into the slot to BJ. He doesn't take any time and lets it go. I believe the puck actually hit Rogie, but he didn't get enough of it.
Either hit Rogie or that defenseman Long, maybe right in front of him. I think that screened him a little bit. Here's the announcement on the first goal. Callaghan and Gretzky get the assist. 12:06 was the time, and it's a historic time for Edmonton in the NHL. 12:06 of the first period on a power play. Edmonton lead 1-0 and are value for the lead on the play. Brett Callaghan moving in on the left wing, trying to center the puck. McDonald working hard, getting control of the puck. Slides it over to Fogelin. His shot kicked away by Vachon, getting his right toe on that one. Nedomansky with the puck. For McCourt, couldn't handle the pass. Neo, who really has only been tested once in the period, even though he's been credited with 3 saves, clearing the puck. McDonald turning for the Oilers. Gretzky's loose on the right side, but Callaghan couldn't reach the long pass from McDonald. And that line goes to the bench after a good shift, and you hear the crowd reaction. This is LeBratton moving in, taken out by Siltanen. Lumley goes to the puck. Moving in with Hunter. Lumley shoots. It's deflected. Lumley from the corner to Hunter. In front is Weir. The pass is intercepted. Siltanen broke up the play. Skating well to recover. Willie Huber. LeBratton moving in for Detroit. Neatly checked by Campbell as he was winding up to shoot. Dave Lumley to Weir. Lost the puck. Weir lost it to Foligno. Couldn't get anywhere, and Campbell cleared it to the line. Foligno kept it onside. Here's Darryl Thompson in front. Couldn't handle the high pass. Scores 1-0 Edmonton. 6:12 left in the period. A loose puck in front at the Edmonton goal. Clear to the corner. Foligno being checked by Siltanen. Mahovlich threw it in front. Loose puck. Bouncing around. It's still in play. Now it's stopped by Myers, and the play is stopped in the Edmonton zone. This game is coming to you from Edmonton.
UFC middleweight champion of the world, Tito Ortiz. Undefeated #1 contender, Evan Tanner. Let's get it on! Huntington Beach bad boy Tito Ortiz puts his title on the line against hard-hitting Texan Evan Tanner. Plus the toughest event in sports from the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. UFC 30 on Direct Ticket.
Over the years, Charlie has always been there for his sons.
I don't want to have to bust a cap.
Until they discovered...
Got a major screw loose.
He wasn't all there. Now, the 3 of them...
You might not have fly this thing.
...are out to save the 2 of him.
I'm not through with you! We're coming, Dave! We're coming!
Jim Carrey.
He may have advanced illusionary schizophrenia with involuntary narcissistic rage, but he is a very gentle person.
Me, myself, and Irene.
This month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Another shot of the goal scored by the Oilers, and watch Gretzky with the puck here, controlling it almost behind the net, out to BJ, and he just lets it fly on the goal. A very good play by the Oilers, and you knew, Jim, sooner or later they were going to get a goal on that power play. There's a shot of Blair.
McDonald from Callaghan and Gretzky at 12:06 on a power play, and again on that shot, it looked like it might have tipped off Long in front of Vachon, who didn't seem to have much of a chance. 1-0 Edmonton lead. They've dominated the play, and partly due to 3 Edmonton or Detroit penalties, but even when the teams are at equal strength, Edmonton's had the edge in play. Now Foligno to the attack into the Oilers zone. Bumped by low, the puck went loose to Lee Fogelin. Banking it around to Dave Hunter on the boards. Puck came loose as Errol Thompson fell down and bats the puck loose. He's number 12 down on the ice, and Weir now controls. Stan Weir. Dave Lumley moving in on Perry Miller. Slowed him up. Vachon comes out to cover up the puck. Does that mean that he doesn't have much confidence in the defense, the way he's coming out there grabbing that puck?
There's a shot of Vachon, a shot of Stan Weir, who had his best year as a pro last year in his first season with the Edmonton Oilers. And if he can come up with another big year for the Oilers like that, it's going to be a big plus because they are very strong down the middle.
Stan with his beard didn't grow it when he played in Medicine Hat. And what a great junior he was there in Medicine Hat. Face off in Detroit territory, and there's the crowd. The capacity of the building is 15,248. There are a few empty seats here and there, but they're probably tickets sold and not used for some reason or other. There's Chipperfield, the captain of the Oilers, winning a face-off. A shot from the point, deflects high. Larson with the puck. Went into the corner. Flett almost intercepts, puts it behind the goal. Larson has possession there. 5:16 left in the first period. Edmonton leading 1-0. Larson for Detroit. His pass tipped away from Paul Woods, and those Detroit wheels aren't turning. Guys like Woods and Bolduc, very fast skaters, but they haven't been moving in this first period. A steal by Flett. Looking for Messier. Turns with the puck. Now passing at the side of the net. Chipperfield stick handling neatly. In front for Messier. Backhands it in front for Flett. One pass too many, and they couldn't quite click. Here's Flett winding up. Couldn't get a shot. Messier back to the point. Campbell shoots. Vachon barely stopped it. Larson will dump it out. Crowd react. Well, it's a good curling shot. No icing. Looked like a Saskatoon special, that curling shot. 4.5 minutes left in the first period. Edmonton leading 1-0. Wings trying to get out of their own zone. Number 2 is Barry Long, dumping it in around on the boards. Neal missed it back of the net, and he would like to handle that puck. Campbell takes Woods in. Woods kicks it along the boards. Hicks has possession for Edmonton. Doug Hicks from behind the net. Now to Colin Campbell. Paul Woods forechecking well. Nedemansky going in along the boards for Detroit. Try to kick the puck loose. It's covered up by Callaghan and Nedemansky. They'll get a face-off.
The Edmonton strategy has to be this far, Jim. Let's throw everybody into the offensive zone. The heck with sending one man in and having 2 men come back, because they're figuring the Detroit Red Wings played last night, traveled all day, and they're a tired hockey club. And right now, the strategy's working beautifully. They're just throwing everybody in the offensive zone. They have their defensemen up inside the blue line, and it's worked extremely well to this point in the game.
Is it a factor, too, that maybe a traveling team takes a little longer to get the legs going?
Absolutely. Detroit's starting to come out of it a little bit now.
Nedemansky shot, and Neal got a piece of that one as Nedemansky put it on target. Kept in along the boards, but it bounces loose. Gretzky tapping it out. Callaghan couldn't reach it. This is Dale McCourt turning with the puck. A nephew of George Armstrong. So many years are great with the Maple Leafs. 3:40 left in the first period. Edmonton's leading 1-0. Václav Nedemansky passing it off for LeBratton. LeBratton dropped it back, but the play is offside. And there's a lot of potential there in that line, Jerry, with McCourt, Nedemansky, and LeBratton.
Well, and talking to Bobby Crum, there's a shot at Dale McCourt. He feels McCourt's going to have a big year. He was bothered all last season by the LA-Detroit controversy, and he was never really sure where he was going to be. Now he knows he's in Detroit to stay, and they're looking for big, big things from Dale McCourt.
71 points last year. He was second highest on the team. Nedemansky led the club in scoring with 73 points. Detroit had 62 points as a team last year. The Oilers had 98 in the WHA. Here's Gretzky coming in, dropping it to McDonald. A weak shot tipped away. Vogelin will keep it onside. Gretzky from behind the net. Centering it, and it deflects to Nedemansky. To LeBratton. Nedemansky's looking for the return pass, and he's got it. Back in with LeBratton. The shot is blocked. Vogelin made a good play, as that quick Detroit speed made it a 2-on-1 briefly. Brett Callaghan moving in with Gretzky. Callaghan getting behind Long. Center into the puck, and it went off Vachon. Vogelin gambled a bit. The puck is cleared out. Lowe gets to the puck for Edmonton. 2:50 left in the first period. John Hamel for Detroit to Willie Huber. His pass almost intercepted. McCourt tried to get it to Bolduc, couldn't reach it. Hunter fell, checking Bolduc. Lowe in possession, and this cool rookie from Quebec is going to be a real good one for this Edmonton team. Stan Weir checked off the puck, but the play was offside as Sawchuk was trapped in there. Live from Edmonton, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
Are you tired of overnighters that don't go over well? Or extra beds that take an extra set of hands just to set up? Then the Aero Extra Bed in a Minute is your dream come true. This amazing premium quality airbed automatically inflates itself, turning any room into a bedroom in just 1 minute. There's no hand pump, no foot pump, no pumping at all. Just plug it in, push the button, and the patented built-in pump instantly inflates the aerobed in just 1 minute. It's so easy, it even unrolls itself. So BYOB, bring your own bed on vacation, on business trips, in your camper, on your boat, or even keep a spare in your car trunk. It's like sleeping on air, anytime, anywhere, even every night. The aerobed gives you the same comfort and support of premium mattresses at only a fraction of the cost, with luxury features like the exclusive adjustable support sleep system and the one-touch comfort control that instantly adjusts the bed from soft to firm while you stay in bed. Plus, the aerobed deflates in about 5 seconds for easy storage, using 80% less space than a rollaway bed. The Aero Extra Bed in a Minute is non-allergenic and easy to clean. And best of all, it uses all your standard size linens. Your aerobed comes complete with the attached electric airflow pump, the one-touch comfort controls, and patented quick-release deflation valve, all for just 4 easy payments of only $33. But listen to this. If you call within the next 30 minutes, we'll take off an entire payment. Through this special television offer, you'll receive the aerobed for just 3 easy payments of $33. Plus, as a special bonus, we'll give you this convenient carrying bag absolutely free. Call the toll-free number right now to get Imaginaire's Aero Extra Bed in a Minute sleep system, plus the free carrying bag, all for just 3 easy payments of $33, plus shipping and handling. You can use your credit card or pay by check right over the phone. Turn any room into a bedroom in just 1 minute with the Aero Extra Bed in a Minute from Imaginaire. Call the toll-free number on your screen now.
Wayne Gretzky was just one of the budding superstars from the WHA to join the NHL. Other up-and-coming stars from the WHA included Rod Langway, Ken Linsman, Mike Liut, Mike Gartner, and Michel Goulet. While new stars were coming to the NHL, there were also returning stars. Eventual Hall of Famers Bobby Hull and Gordie Howe made their return to the NHL in 1979. Hull played for the Winnipeg Jets, while Howe skated for the Hartford Whalers. We now return to the 1979 hockey matchup between the Oilers and the Red Wings on ESPN Classic.
There's the man with the horn, stirring things up at the Northland Coliseum. Wonder what he's doing New Year's Eve. Let him invite him to your party in Saskatoon there, Jerry. 9:43 left in the second period. The Oilers lead 1-0, but still under pressure with the score so close. But Edmonton certainly had the edge in play. Wings can't seem to get anything going. Haven't tested Mio that often. Sobchuk stick handling with the puck. Dennis Sobchuk still controlling it. Being well checked. And there's a dive by Gretzky. No penalty there. The crowd thought so, but it's hockey, not diving, Wayne. Nice try. Nikita's still the champ. The puck came loose in front of the net, and it steered away from in front. Here's a chance for Long. He shoots. Good skate save. Another shot. Neal stopped that. Hey, the kid came up with a great save. Now let's hear from John Wells.
Well, a pretty exciting night for Edmonton. I have the Oilers owner, Peter Pocklington, here. Peter, may we intrude on your personal thoughts opening night at the Coliseum?
I'm excited. It's been 3 or 4 years in coming, and culmination of lots of dollars lost and lots of battles with the NHL Board of Governors, but it's paid off, and I guess we're all winners.
Thank you very much. There's the head man of the Oilers, Peter Pocklington. Jerry, what a save Mio made.
Oh, Dennis Sobchuk had a good chance, and Mio did come up with the big stop. Actually, if you're going to pick a player on the Detroit Hockey Club that has played well tonight, I think Dennis Sobchuk. He's got something to prove, and he knows these fans don't like him, and all he's going to do is say, hey, don't let the fans bother us.
Look at this stop here. I think it's Long, number 20. Yeah, this is very long.
This is a blast from Barry Long. Great save by Eddie Mio. Just a great save.
Remember, Sobchuk just went for the rebound there at the side of the net. It's still 1-0 for Edmonton, going with a rookie in goal in his first NHL game. Miller. Pass for Larson, who was checked right away by Messier. And the Oilers' checking has been very persistent. And there's an offside at the Detroit blue line. And this young Messier is another teenager who's been impressive.
Yes, he's played very well. And the Oilers are going to give him a chance to prove that he belongs in the National Hockey League. It's interesting, the Edmonton Oilers have Messier and Gretzky, the 2 youngest players in the National Hockey League today.
He was born in 1961. Wonder what Gordie Howe thinks of that. 8:51 left in the second period. It's 1-0 Edmonton. Miller to Larson. Picked up by Chipperfield right away. Loose puck. Woods out-skating Flett, but Mio cleared the puck away. Webster on the ice for Detroit. And a long blast from Miller went off the target. And you're looking at Detroit's comeback player and Tom Webster, number 16 out there, trying to make a comeback after all his back problems. I think it's his first shift tonight. The Wings setting up in their own zone. Coming on a bit here in the second period, although still trailing 1-0. Woods going after a bouncing puck. Swept off the boards by Siltanen. Cleared out by Perry Miller. That's Webster with the puck. Looking for Sobchuk, and Siltanen made a quick play to break it up. Puck came loose, dug out on the boards. Here's a chance in front for Errol Thompson. He centered it. Oh, Mio made that stop. Another big save by Ed Mio. This is Hockey Night in Canada from the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
And now for something distinctly different from Dodge, the all-new Dodge Stratus. Stratus sedan has the government's highest safety rating, a 5-star frontal crash safety rating for both driver and front passenger. And now with low 0.9 financing on Stratus, you'll find the different may actually be even better. Dodge Stratus. Different.
It's here. Inside is unlimited strength and power. This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance, all in the convenience of your own home. For a free video and brochure, call or go online at bowflexdirect.com. Bowflex. Who said change isn't easy?
ESPN Classic Roadshow is live with Classic Duke, North Carolina. Before these two great rivals go head-to-head on ABC, join us for a full day of Tar Heels and Blue Devils hoops. First, catch North Carolina and Duke in a down-to-the-wire instant classic from this year. Then join us live from Chapel Hill for interviews with North Carolina hoops legends. The Classic Duke, North Carolina Roadshow, starting tomorrow at 11 Eastern and live at 1, only on ESPN Classic. Brought to you locally by Time Warner Cable.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Eddie Mio has just made the save of the game. Errol Thompson breaks in all alone with Tommy Webster on the right side. He draws Mio over to one side of the net and fires it across the front. Tommy Webster gets good wood on it, and watch this save by Eddie Mio. How he made it across that net in that amount of time, I'll never know. He was as fast as the puck, Jim.
The greatest athletes in pro sports, goaltenders in hockey. You can talk about catchers in baseball and quarterbacks in football, and goaltending in hockey has to be the toughest job.
He's just made the biggest save of the game. It's no doubt about that.
Still 1-0 Edmonton leads, and Webster can score goals, and he almost tied it up right there. Again, the Wings' Hubert comes up with the puck at the Edmonton line as Hunter was checked. Crowd feeling a little tense and anxious here right now as they feel Detroit starting to come on in the play. But Weir had the chance to turn that around as he comes in on Huber with Fogelin trailing. Fogelin shoots it, hits Huber. Now the Wings have a chance to rush back. Errol Thompson, rink-wide pass from Mahovlich. Tips it on the right boards for Foligno, who overskates the puck to nullify the rush. Huber at the Detroit line. To Tommy Bergman. Weir doing the checking, and Bergman. Bergman dumps the puck in. Neal handles it back of the net. Kevin Lowe lost the puck to Pete Mahovlich. Foligno's in front. Mahovlich shoots and missed the net. Bergman from the left point. Shot is blocked. Bergman got the puck back again. Mahovlich centering it. Nobody there. This is Weir. On his right is Lumley. Lumley going for the front of the net and couldn't handle the bouncing puck. Bergman to Mike Foligno, coming out with Mahovlich. On the left wing is Errol Thompson, waiting for Mahovlich at the line. Foligno couldn't get loose. Weir checked by Huber. Weir gets the puck. 6:38 left in the second period. It's 1-0 Edmonton. Stan Weir with the puck. Scooping it in, gets to the bench on the line change. His back on, hangs onto the puck long enough to stop the play. A lot of games around the NHL tonight. And you see the Buffalo Sabres leading the Islanders 2-1. Al Arbor wasn't happy with his team's performance in their opener in Philadelphia. Look at that score.
Boy, that's
the Flames, 7-0. They could be a tough club this year, Atlanta. The North Stars will be better, too. They lead Chicago 2-0. Play underway in the Detroit zone, and this game is 1-0 for Edmonton over Detroit. 6:20 left, second period. Nedomansky, stick handling. Neatly taken out the puck as Campbell poked it away. Blair McDonald, who scored the only goal so far tonight. Moving in on goal. Lets it go! Vachon got an arm on it. He's a great threat to score every rush.
Oh, is he ever? And Barry Long went down to block that shot. And Vachon, if we had a replay, you could see Vachon does not move. He doesn't see it. It just hits him. Watch Blair McDonald use Barry Long as a screen. Exactly what you're supposed to do. And Long, see that? Well, Vachon did move a little bit, but he didn't get much chance on that. And Blair McDonald can really rifle the puck. You just don't want him in 10 feet in front of the net.
And look at the result of that shot hitting Vachon. That hurt.
Oh, he really let it fly. Blair McDonald's been dangerous every time he's been on the ice side. Even when he kills penalties, he's dangerous.
He scored the only goal of the game on a Edmonton power play at 12:06 of the first period. They're giving Vachon a little time to shake it off. Jimmy Rutherford's the other goaltender for Detroit. He played the opener in the 4-4 tie in Los Angeles, but he's ill right now. He's not 100% healthy, and perhaps Vachon wouldn't be playing 2 games back-to-back if Rutherford was 100%.
Well, he's full marks tonight. He's played extremely well, and I think he may be giving his defenseman a little bit of heck in between the periods in the dressing room, especially when they block his view like Barry Long did on that last play.
Gretzky falls along the boards, but dug out the puck. It's set it for McDonald, tapped away, but McDonald winds up with it, takes a shot. Vachon grabbed it, and there was Callaghan right in front, waiting for the rebound that didn't come.
Those are really the first 2 times they've tested Vachon seriously in this period, and the Detroit Red Wings, to a degree, have taken away Edmonton's strong point. Here we're going to have another replay of that, and Vachon handles this thing pretty well. It's not really a difficult shot. It's a high one. It might even have gone over the net.
McCourt getting the puck, losing it. McDonald shoots. Vachon stopped that, and he robbed Blair McDonald right there. LeBratton in on goal. Did he finesse it in? He scored. He did. LeBratton ties the score. Snuck it past Mio at the post. Dan LeBratton makes it a 1-all tie.
Well, and a heck of a goal by LeBratton, but you know there's no way that puck should be in the net. Mio went down, and it looks like right at the last minute he pulled his legs off the ice and allowed LeBratton to jam it underneath him. But good speed, real good speed coming off the wing. Watch Dan LeBratton break around the defenseman, cut in on the goalie, and watch Mio pull his legs up right at the last minute here. I believe the puck goes underneath him and hit off the goal post and into the net. Detroit's right back in the game, Jim.
It was either Price or Campbell. I'm not sure which defenseman he beat, but he made a great play to tie it up at 1-all. Vachon, the goaltender, gets the second assist. Miller also assisting. In goes McCourt with the puck, trying to center it. It's tapped out to center ice. LeBratton from Miller and Vachon at 14-16. The score is 1-all. Pat Price feeding it in. Gretzky with the puck, passing it out. There's Price in front of the net. They couldn't get the puck to him. McCourt coming out with Nedomansky on his right. Nedomansky taken out by Campbell. McDonald, who defended well, got the puck and comes out. Gretzky ahead of him, takes the pass. Back for McDonald, they're offside. Well, with the score, Detroit won, Edmonton won. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
Bob, I might be a little late. Tell them I'll be there as soon as I can.
Good afternoon. Nextel. More ways than anyone to communicate with everyone.
Beauty, adventure, drama. All these and more can be yours in the wonderful world of art. And with this free art test from Art Instruction Schools, you can find out if you have the interest and desire needed to become a serious art student. To get your free art test without cost or obligation, call this toll-free number. Don't delay. Call this toll-free number now. Call 1-800-754-0077.
I was born in Czechoslovakia in the little town named Kladno, and I was started playing hockey when I was 3-4 years old. My goal always was to be the best player I can be.
I
like the sport because you have to use everything. You gotta have a good hands, good legs, strong body, and you gotta use your brain if you want to be good. Today I'm just concentrating on myself to be better and better every day.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Bratton showing his speed on the outside as he beats Pat Price, and really all Eddie Meal has to do is just hold his ground because LeBratton has nowhere to go. Down he goes, underneath, the puck bounces off the goalpost and in the net.
That's where you stand up, I guess. Hey, Jerry, stand up and hug the post.
That's all he had to do.
It's easy way up here. We're about 80 feet above the ice. 4.5 minutes left in the second period. It's a 1-all tie. A little tension comes into the game now with the score deadlock. Woods getting possession for Detroit, watched by Lumley. Woods to Huber. Banks it around on the left for Sobchuk. Cleared it outside the line. Paul Woods picking up the puck to Huber. By himself into the Edmonton zone. Couldn't get through. Hunter cleared the puck to the line. Weir taps it out. Sobchuk back to get a rolling puck. Watched by Weir. Sobchuk banked it off the boards. Deflects off Siltanen, who goes back to get the puck for the Oilers with 4 minutes left, second period. Puck almost stolen there by Bolduc. Detroit seemed to get a little lift from that goal by Dan LeBratton that ties it at 1. Shot from the left wing. Vachon had trouble with that shot taken by Dave Hunter. Weir along the board, trying to dig it out. Keeps working for the puck. Hunter going after with Huber. They bump together. Lumley to the corner for the puck. Took a check along the board from Bergman. Sobchuk failed to get it out. Siltanen centering it, a backhander. Vachon saw it. The last minute as he stopped Dave Hunter's shot. Now here's John Wells.
There's never been more excitement about the National Hockey League in Canada, and tonight we'll show you why, with features on all 3 new Canadian centers joining the National Hockey League: Quebec City, Edmonton, and Winnipeg.
There'll be great additions to the National Hockey League. And wait to go to Quebec City, beautiful city, and very enthusiastic fans.
Yes, they certainly are, and the response in the Prairie provinces, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, to the new teams in the NHL is just fantastic. They're excited.
Well, the Prairie fans have been great hockey fans for a long time. Get a chance to root for their own NHL teams. Here's a shot deflected on Vachon. There was Chipperfield in front. And again, Vachon was alert, and it's Vachon's turn to shine in the net. The crowd is watching the byplay involving Mahovlich and Messier. Mahovlich seems to be stirring a lot of things up tonight. Chipperfield's pass intercepted. Thompson scoops it out. Peter Mahovlich with the puck. He's the target here tonight. A shot by Webster, handled by Mio, and he hangs onto the puck a long time, but they let the play continue. Mahovlich was wrapped by Driscoll back of the net. The crowd liked that. This is Lee Fogelin rushing. Thompson grabs him. Offside on the play. They're enjoying it, and this game is coming to you from Edmonton.
Mystic Music presents Red Hot. 35 scorching red hot hits. Fiery red hot rock songs will set your speakers ablaze. Red hot dance songs will set the floor on fire. Red hot love songs will ignite your passion. Red Hot is too hot to be sold in stores, so call now to get your own sizzling collection. 2 cassettes for only $19.95. 2 CDs only $26.95. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-313-0400 or send $19.95 for 2 cassettes or $26.95 for 2 CDs plus $4.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Call now.
Sebastian, are you in here? Hello?
If you can't see him.
You want to know what it's like to make love to an invisible man?
If you can't find him.
You have no idea what it's like. The power of it, the freedom.
You can't stop him.
It could be anywhere.
Hollow Man.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
While Wayne Gretzky had shown scoring prowess during his WHA days, many wondered if that success would transfer over to the NHL. Gretzky quickly showed he was the real thing. In his inaugural NHL season, All Gretzky did was tie Marcel Dion for the top spot in the league scoring with 137 points. However, Dion's earned the Art Ross Trophy because his 53 goals were 2 more than Gretzky's. The 1979 hockey game between Edmonton and Detroit continues on ESPN Classic.
Well, we're going to the third period, and you look to where we are, about 70 or 80 feet above the ice at this beautiful building, the Northlands Coliseum. We better wave. See that hand? That's mine. There's Jerry Pinder, the shorter hand on my left. And there's the second period summary, and this talented Dan LeBratton tied it, Jerry.
Well, he did, and a real good goal. Actually, I think probably Eddie Meehl should have had it, but that's the only mistake he's made all game, and he's played very, very well for the Oilers. I'm sure they're happy.
So it's a 1-1 tie. You see the shot totals in the period: Edmonton 12 and Detroit 7. Through 2 periods, the Oilers have outshot the Red Wings 22-14.
I think the second period shots on goal are a little deceiving, Jim. I thought Detroit had the better of the play. Edmonton was not dumping the puck in and forcing the Detroit defensemen to move. And as we talked about before, those big defensemen are a little bit slower, but they're not stupid. They can handle the puck. They can make the plays if you give them the time. And Edmonton's going to have to force the play in the third period if they want to win it.
And they certainly want to win it. They lost to Chicago in the opener, and Detroit tied Los Angeles and lost 3-1 in Vancouver in their first 2 games. They're on a road trip that continues in Winnipeg. That's their next stop. And the Oilers are playing here tomorrow night. As you see a sign for Sobchuk, the Oilers are playing Vancouver here tomorrow night in Edmonton.
Larry Gordon also pointed out to me the fact that the Oiler defense is pretty young, but they also have a lot of National Hockey League experience. Vogelin with Buffalo, Pat Price with the Islanders, Hicks with the Chicago Blackhawks. So the point is made that they're very young and possibly inexperienced, but not really so. They've had enough NHL games behind them that they could prove to be a big factor for the Oilers this winter.
There's their coach, Glenn Sather. Loves living in Banff when he gets a chance to enjoy it, but being a coach in the NHL takes an awful lot of his time. Even the summers are gone now with all the draft meetings. The Montreal Canadiens have defeated Les Nordiques 3-1 in the Battle of Quebec at the Montreal Forum. It'd be an exciting night there tonight, and the Nordiques gave him quite a battle. Darryl Sittler got the winner in that game. As you heard John tell you, the Maple Leafs defeated Colorado 2-1, and Colorado will be an improved team, and the Leafs still have those key players among the stars in the league, and one of them, Sittler, got the winning goal. We're underway now in the third period, and Detroit has the man advantage as Dan LeBratton splits the defense. Couldn't get a shot. He's all wrapped up by Lee Fogelin, and Stan Weir ices the puck to kill more time in this penalty. Weir, Hunter, 21 and 12 are the penalty-killing forwards for Edmonton. Number 4, Lowell. Number 2, Fogelin, the defensive pair killing this penalty. Pete Mahovlich has the puck. Tipped in by Reed Larson. Nedemansky went after it, centered it. Came back to McCourt. He shoots. Missed the net. Nedemansky tried to center it. It steered over to Hunter, and he scoops it down the ice. Each team has had 13 minutes in penalty time. So that's been an even statistic in the game. Although early in the first period, Edmonton had a 2-man advantage and couldn't capitalize. Now the Oilers come back to full strength. Siltanen's on the ice. Callaghan moves into the Detroit zone. Brett Callaghan's pass came right back to him off the leg. He keeps working for that puck, but Larson broke it up. Sobchuk moving in on Hicks. Sobchuk trying to get through. Hicks stayed with him. Campbell has the puck. McDonald with Gretzky moving into the attack. Broken up by Bergman. It's a 1-1 tie as Tommy Bergman turns with the puck for Detroit. Scoops it to Dan Bolduc. Weak pass went right to Hicks, and he puts it into the Edmonton players bench. Buffalo 4, Islanders 1. Do you think the Sabres will be better this year, Jerry?
Well, I got to believe they will with Scotty Bowman and Roger Nielsen.
How about that score? Atlanta leading Philadelphia 8-1. Real classy guy back at that Philadelphia bench in Pat Quinn, but he'll be going through a few extra cigars tonight. Boston has defeated Washington 5-2. The Capitals coming on with some good young players.
It's going to be very interesting. There's another one, Minnesota 3, Chicago 1, but I think it's going to be interesting to see how Freddie Creighton does behind that Boston bench.
I think he'll do all right. He's still got those workers and diggers.
He sure does. He's got a very, very physical hockey club, and when the going gets tough, Boston's always there.
Hartford gets a tie in Pittsburgh, and there's a big point for the Hartford Whalers. A 1-1 tie with Pittsburgh, and that is the final score. Here it's a 1-1 tie. Messier racing after the puck, beaten to it by Bergman, who steered it away. And offside is called at the Detroit blue line. We've played 1 minute and 41 seconds of the third period. Blair McDonald, number 14 of the Oilers, has scored their goal, and he's doing a little instructing at the bench to his line mates there.
Let's go, boys. Come on now.
The old mouth guard there. Keep those teeth intact. Stay handsome, Blair. I don't know why they all don't wear them. And helmets, too. Why don't they all wear those helmets? Bolduc starting out for Detroit. To Woods. Bolduc with him. Coming in on Hicks. Bolduc to the corner for the puck. Hicks took him out. Got a mic on those end boards. You heard the collision. Huber shooting. It deflects off Hicks to the corner. Seltenen goes to the puck. Scoops it ahead, too far ahead for Chipperfield. Huber's got the puck for Detroit. Tommy Bergman. Willie Huber out of his reach off the lively boards here. Bergman going back to the puck as icing was waved off by the linesman. Bergman starting out for the Wings as the teams are changing on the fly. Tommy Bergman lets it go off the target. Kevin Lowell for Edmonton banks it around on the boards for Bill Flett. Now to Brett Callaghan. Lost the puck to Pete Mahovlich. Scooping it in. A 1-all tie nearing the 3-minute mark of the third period as Wayne Gretzky neatly takes it off his skate to the stick. Here comes the kid. 18 years of talent. But he had a little trouble handling the puck that time, and that's rare for him as he was finally taken to the ice, but he keeps working after that puck. He'll get another chance to handle it. No, Fogelin lost it to Errol Thompson, whose shot is stopped by Mio. Made a good save on Errol Thompson's shot. Very Long, watched by Wayne Gretzky. Long better be careful. Gretzky keeps after him. Foligno for Detroit. Coming in on goal. In front for Thompson, and Mio grabbed the puck and held it. From Edmonton live, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love. Got to admit, it's getting better.
Philips CD recorder system. Burn it, play it.
I know, you practically live here. The odometer even says so. Well, maybe it's time for a little homeowner's insurance. Unless you prefer spending time with used car salesmen. Look, the solution's clear. New Quaker State higher mileage engine for engines with 75,000 miles or more. It's specially formulated to help prevent leaks, oil consumption, and loss of compression. So if you don't want to stop at 75,000 miles, then don't. New Quaker State higher mileage engine. What more do you need to know?
Welcome back, folks. To build a bracket, log on to ESPN.com or play on your Palm 7 Series handheld. You could win $10,000. Enter ESPN's Tournament Challenge, presented by AT&T and EMC.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
There's the Molson Cup, and that'll be the Edmonton version. No names on the shields yet. And someone will win it at the end of the season. That's quite an award for the players.
It really is. Very well done.
Shot from the point by Hamel, as stopped by Eddie Mio in goal for the Oilers. Brett Callaghan with the puck. Being watched by Foligno. Callaghan getting some room to stick handle. Comes to center ice. Pass is tipped in. Gretzky going in on Hamel. Takes him out. Gets the puck. Gretzky trying to work his way in front with Callaghan. Hamel took Gretzky to the ice. They do a little stick work. Play goes on. Long has the puck back of the net. Gretzky throws a check at Long and bumped him. Long takes a whack at the puck. There's Gretzky in front. A scramble, and Vachon covers up the puck.
Good save by Rogie, and this is the line that's been giving Detroit pressure all night, the line of Gretzky, Callaghan, and Blair McDonald. Here we have a replay of this, and watch the save Vachon makes and covers up very well on this play, and Gretzky gets a bit of a rough ride in front of that net.
Look at how he pivots away, though. He was ready for a rebound.
Oh, he's quick. He's got excellent balance, and I think he's not that strong yet, but as he gets older and puts on a little weight, he's going to be awful tough to move out from front of that net, because I believe he's about 6 feet tall now. He's grown in the last year.
Little chatter there at the Oiler bench as they make the line change. We've played 3 minutes and 53 seconds of the third period as you look at Bobby Crom, who's Getting a little yelling there from the Detroit bench. He's not happy right now.
Very successful coach, Jim.
That's
Very
right.
successful.
He's from Calgary, played back east, then many years in Trail in British Columbia, then into coaching so long in the Chicago organization. Very successful coach. Real fiery at the bench. Shot from the left point, deflects. Loose in front. Weir trying to get a stick on it. Nedemansky comes out with the puck. He's out there with LeBreton, who has scored the Detroit goal. McCourt's with them. But the play is broken up. And Stan Weir turns with the puck, settling it down, and his pass almost intercepted. Hunter along the boards, checked by Nedemansky. Takes over for Detroit. Try to get it to LeBreton. Weir plays it back to Campbell. For Hunter. To Weir, went off his skate. Nedemansky, number 10 with him is McCourt. This is LeBreton with a chance to score. He shoots. Ed Meal's got it.
What a save by Meal. He's made two of the greatest saves I've seen in a long time tonight. LeBreton can really shoot the puck.
We'll see if it's on target, this shot. Might have been a bit off. We'll see.
Oh, I think it's on target, Jim. Watch LeBreton break into the open. Can he ever fly? And he just rears back and lets go of a slap shot. And there's, that was labeled, I think.
No question. It'll be in that twine if he doesn't pick it off.
Eddie Mio, I believe, has just earned himself a spot in his Edmonton Oilers Hockey Club because he's played very well tonight.
He's been a very impressive kid in the preseason games, as we said earlier. And he's had a sparkling performance tonight, although he would be unhappy with the only Detroit goal that LeBreton finessed threw him at the post. It's kind of tough when you make one little mistake in a hockey game and you're in a one-all tie.
Everybody else can make a mistake but the goalie, Jim.
That's the life in the nets. You really want to play to be between those pipes. This is Dan Bolduc getting loose. Bolduc right in, he shoots, and Meal came up with it again. Tonight's game is coming to you from the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
This is the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. And the 2001 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck. From Chevy.
Beauty, adventure, drama. All these and more can be yours in the wonderful world of art. And with this free art test from Art Instruction Schools, you can find out if you have the interest and desire needed to become a serious art student. To get your free art test without cost or obligation, call this toll-free number. Don't delay. Call this toll-free number now. Call 1-800-754-0077.
As he looked past the three moons of Dominion and towards his home planet, it hit him like a teleportation booster. The rebellion would start on the ice because hockey was where the robots were vulnerable. And as the game's young superstar, the fate of his people rested solely on his shoulders in tomorrow's game.
In 1979, songs making the airwaves included What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers and My Sharona by the Knack. Rod Stewart also asked, Do you think I'm sexy? Also in 1979, moviegoers saw Kramer vs. Kramer, Apocalypse Now, The China Syndrome, All That Jazz, and Breaking Away. At the Oscars, Kramer vs. Kramer won Best Picture, Dustin Hoffman won Best Actor in Kramer vs. Kramer, and Sally Field won Best Actress in Norma Rae. We now return to this 1979 hockey matchup between the Oilers and the Red Wings.
Watch the setup here as Bolduc breaks into the open. This guy can really fly, and he cuts in on Eddie Mio. Mio holds his ground, and he tries to flip it high into the left at the last minute, and Mio makes an excellent save. What he really did on that play was just hold his ground and made the shooter make the first move.
Looked like a guy with experience instead of one playing in his first NHL game. Shot by Bergman, and Mio came up with that one and has to hang on to that puck. The shots so far in the game are 23-20 in Edmonton's favor, but in this period, the Detroit Red Wings have had 6 shots on Mio, and the Oilers have had 1 shot on Vachon.
And very good shots on Mio, too. There's Tommy Bergman, whom they got from the Winnipeg Jets, and another big man on defense for Detroit. He goes well over 200 pounds.
Fogelin for the Oilers. His pass intercepted by Paul Woods. Kevin Lowe goes to the puck. His pass tips around on the boards. Messier backhands it out. Driscoll cleared it to center, goes right to Bergman, and the Wings are starting to carry the play as Bergman drives it in. Mio controls it. Kevin Lowe. His pass intercepted. This is Willie Huber, number 7 of the Wings, centering the puck. Bounces to Woods. Couldn't get a good shot. A chance for Sobchuk, and his shot went off the end boards. Messier coming out on the left wing. In goes Driscoll. Puts it in front. Chipperfield and Messier missed that pass from Driscoll. Good pass to the point. Siltanen. His pass went off a skate. It's opening up now. Hasn't been that wide open tonight, especially in the latter stages. Sobchuk tripped over the blue line. Messier cleared the puck out. Driscoll didn't get by Long. Long's pass deflects loose. Recovered by Errol Thompson. Detroit making a change on the fly. The target of the fans, Pete Mahovlich, is out there now, number 11. He'll get the puck right here. Suicide pass, though. He winds up on the ice in a collision with Siltanen. Messier to Lowe. This Lowe seems to take his time. The young defenseman often gets that puck out of trouble, as he did there, and Long goes back to the puck. We played 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the third period, so there's 13:40 left, and it's a 1-all tie. Errol Thompson for Detroit, putting the puck in. Mio handles it back of the net for Brett Callaghan. His pass on the boards for Wayne Gretzky, just scoops it out because Detroit is carrying the play and forcing the Oilers to dump it out quite a bit. Now Gretzky ran into Hamel, and down goes Gretzky. Puck is almost stolen by Callaghan. Good back checking by Errol Thompson. Callaghan throws a body check on Hamel, and the play is stopped as an offside stops the play.
There's a shot of big Peter Mahovlich, and he's been around the National League a long, long time. If Detroit can get a couple of good years out of Peter until they can fill with another young centerman, he'll certainly have done the job for them.
Well, he's a delightful character, no question about that.
He's also very, very big.
Talks it up a lot, gets in the odd controversy, and made a few stops. He's got a lot of talent.
All the stops he's made, though, he's played extremely well for his teams. He had some very good years in Montreal.
Certainly did. 117 points isn't bad for one season with the Montreal Canadiens. 105 the next year. 7 minutes gone, third period, 1-all tie. Play in the Edmonton zone. Siltanen with the puck. Thompson takes it away. Centered it, a shot, they score! Driven in by Mike Foligno. The kid from Sudbury has his first, I believe his first NHL goal. We'll check that, and Detroit leads 2-1.
Plays a little scrambly behind the Oiler net, and I think it's Errol Thompson who fires the puck out front, and Polio's in the right spot at the right time.
Foligno's first National Hockey League goal.
They're having a little trouble behind the net here. Siltanen loses the puck to Errol Thompson. He just fires it out across the front of the net, and there's Foligno, just blasts it. Eddie Mio had absolutely no chance on that. And it was a defensive lapse by the Edmonton Oilers as Siltanen got caught behind the net by Errol Thompson. Good forechecking by the Detroit Red Wings.
Well, they announced the wrong assist, I'm sure. They accredit Mahovlich with an assist, but it was Errol Thompson who stole that puck and set up Foligno.
When he passed the puck out in front across the Detroit net, it may have hit Peter's stick, but Errol Thompson certainly deserves an assist on that one. He's over trying to change it right now. And this is when you think back, Jim, at this point in the game, when you think back to how Rogie Vachon kept the Detroit Red Wings in the hockey game in the early going in the first period. And boy, you look back at some of those saves he made and how big they are right now. Detroit got time to get their wheels after a long trip and a game last night, and all of a sudden they've taken over the game. And those 4 or 5 big saves by Vachon early in the game are really what's put Detroit in the position they're in right now.
7:08 of the third period, the time of the goal by Foligno. A deflection off Miller goes into the crease. Vachon covers it up. Still lots of time left with 12:44 left on the clock.
Here's Siltanen with the puck, and Errol Thompson just catches him from behind, fires it right in front of the net. Foligno standing about 15 feet out in front. Again, doesn't waste any time. He just blasts it.
Mahovlich may have touched that puck in front, so he'd be in on the scoring, but certainly Thompson is now getting a deserved assist as well. A long pass for Foligno. He picked it up at center ice. Moving around with that puck, 3 Oilers back to defend, and Siltanen winds up with the puck to Callaghan. Out there with Gretzky and McDonald, the big line for Edmonton. McDonald has scored their goal. Oilers led 1-0 at the end of the first period. It was 1-all after 2, and now it's 2-1 Detroit. Gretzky winding up. He's only 18 years old. Peter Mahovlich took the puck away. 3-on-2 for Detroit. Mahovlich scooped it in front. Mio steered it aside. Hicks turning with the puck. Doug Hicks, born in Cold Lake. To Gretzky. For Callaghan. The deflection of McDonald. He shoots. Oh, it hit him in the mask. Vachon stopped it. Bounces right up again. Shot came in high, but Vachon very alertly stood his ground and recovered very quickly. Here's a chance for Fogelin. He shoots. It's blocked. Harry Miller blocked the shot by Lee Fogelin. Puck slides through the crease. No icing. Hicks back to get the puck. Oilers with a little spark. Bouncing back. It's 2-1 Detroit. McDonald with the puck. Moving in on Bergman. This is Stan Weir. Right in on goal. Poke check by Willie Huber. Weir centering it. Right in front. Semenko hammers at the puck. He scores! McDonald finished it off. I think it'll be McDonald's goal. And it's 2-2.
Great play by the Edmonton Oilers, and persistence pays off, as you said, Jim. They're starting to come back. Stan Weir with the puck. Takes a shot at the net. Vachon doesn't know where the puck is. Big Dave Semenko causing a little trouble in front of that net. And there it comes out behind Vachon, who doesn't know where it is, and who else but B.J. McDonald's there to put it away. And watch this Oiler team come alive now, along with the fans. They're going to really be up for this. They've still got 10 minutes to go to win the hockey game.
I think the puck would have gone over the goal line and been Semenko's goal, but McDonald made sure.
Semenko's first shift on the ice tonight, too.
He's been used very sparingly. I think we've seen him out there just a couple of times. The big guy who's known as the tough guy of the Oilers, but he contributed to a big goal. Weir also gets an assist. It's 2-all. Lee Fogelin shoots. It's deflected just wide. There'll be a penalty in front. Weir was tripped up in front of the net. I think Vachon, the goaltender, will get the penalty. Edmonton will have the man advantage in a 2-2 tie. This is Hockey Night in Canada from the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
You know, most men get pretty shook up about losing their hair. But today, many of them are learning about Bosley Medical. They use your own living hair to fill in the thin spots. Just look at that. It really works. You can treat it like real hair because it is real hair. Your own naturally growing hair, so you don't have to worry about it.
Bosley Medical is the world's most experienced hair restoration practice. For over 25 years, they have performed more than 130,000 procedures using the innovative micrografting techniques pioneered by founder Dr. L. Lee Bosley.
Each surgeon at Bosley Medical is board certified and individually trained by me.
So if you want to have your own naturally growing hair back, call this number for more information. We'll send you this free video and in-depth guidebook that gives you the real facts about hair restoration. There's no cost and absolutely no obligation. So do it for yourself. Call now and get the real results you've been looking for.
It's your real hair.
You can't do better than real.
Log on to the coolest game. NHL.com lets you listen to every game live. Get breaking news, real-time scores, and the hottest video clips. Play fantasy hockey, check super detailed stats, and interact with other fans from anywhere in the world. The NHL.com network gives you access to every team's site. Customize your favorite team jersey and get cool NHL merchandise.
Sir, you ordered this?
Sure did.
Cool. NHL.com. If it's hockey, it's here.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Stan Weir takes a shot at the net, and Dave Semenko is responsible for this goal. He's causing a lot of trouble in front of that net. He bangs away at the puck, and it gets in behind Vachon, as you can see there. And I believe it would have gone in and it had been Semenko's goal, but Blair McDonald just makes sure.
Tommy Bergman is the player you see in the penalty box, but he didn't do it. Rogie Vachon, the goaltender, will get a tripping penalty at 9:09.
Well, this is just what the Oilers need, a power play at this stage of the game, and they're a fired-up hockey club right now.
Foligno for Detroit made it 2-1 Red Wings. McDonald's second goal of the night ties it at 2. Edmonton with the man advantage on the penalty to Vachon at 9:09 of this third period. That's Perry Miller with the puck for Detroit, dangerously in front of the net, but it slides to Dale McCourt, to Pete Mahovlich. Crowd getting on Big Peter, but he's dangerous out there killing penalties. And he ran at the end of the line when he collides with Kevin Lowe. This is Chipperfield into Detroit territory to Messier. Right on. The rebound. Vachon looked behind him, but Chipperfield's shot was stopped. McCourt killing the penalty, ragging the puck. Ran into Fogelin. Messier tripped up. Puck goes loose. Played back by Woods. Miller to Woods. Over to Reed. Larson clearing it out. Now there's a minute and 12 seconds left in the Detroit penalty. The score is 2-2. This is the Edmonton power play. That's Lowe. That's Gretzky. In on Miller. Put it in front for Semenko. The save by Vachon. Count that. There should have been another penalty. Semenko making things happen out there. Lowe shoots. Deflects way up into the seats. Stay loose up there.
Big Dave Semenko's out on the ice to cause a little trouble in front of that net on the power play, and they haven't had good enough control yet for him to park himself in front of the net, but he's playing pretty well for a guy who's only played a couple of shifts tonight.
9 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. 46 seconds left in the Detroit penalty. 2-2 tie.
When I was with the Oilers, Jim, I sat beside Dave Semenko in the dressing room, and you talk about big Dave Semenko, you're not kidding me. He is really big and very, very muscular. There's not a bit of fat on that young man's body, and he uses it very well out on the ice. He creates a lot of problems for the opposition.
He's known as a fighter by some people, but in this third period, he's making some things happen as a hockey player, getting in front of that net. Woods covers up the puck. The play stops again.
Well, he is known as a little bit of a fighter, but I remember having some talks with Dave in the Oiler dressing room and encouraging him to improve his skills, because you don't want to have a 50-year career in the National Hockey League and only be a fighter. The rewards are very, very little.
Starting to show out there. The linesman had that puck deflect off his leg, and the crowd got on Wayne Forsey for that incident. Here's a chance for Semenko. Put it behind the net. McDonald goes to it. Blair McDonald, who scored both Edmonton goals in this 2-2 tie. This is Gretzky from behind the net. To Siltanen, his shot hit a leg as it bounces off Dale McCourt. Gretzky from behind the net. It's loose in front. McDonald couldn't get a good shot. Hicks winds up. He shoots. It hit a leg. Oilers putting on pressure. Gretzky to the point. Shot by Hicks. Hit a skate in front. Scramble. Vachon's down, and they clear the puck. Perry Miller got it out of trouble. Hey, that Semenko really caused problems for Vachon in front of the net. He took a beating in there, but he caused a lot of things to happen. Detroit's back at full strength. Edmonton put on the pressure, but didn't cash in on the power play. It's 2-2. 8:33 left. We'll watch the clock for you. Reed Larson taken out by Hicks. Siltanen, stocky defenseman from Finland, to Wayne Gretzky. For Semenko, couldn't reach the pass. Fogelin tried to scoop it in. Rolls loose. Barry Long pick it up. 8:10 left. 2-2 tie. Blair McDonald has scored both Edmonton goals. LeBreton and Foligno have scored for Detroit. Errol Thompson takes a shot. Broke his stick. Neo made the stop. Fogelin's pass tipped out to center ice. Huber goes to the puck there. Lost it. Fogelin's got the puck. Thompson took him out of the play, and Fogelin grabbed him around the neck. Vachon scoops the puck to Mike Foligno. Rink-wide pass bounces to Lee Fogelin. His father played in the National Hockey League with the Chicago Blackhawks, and he was born in Chicago. That check by Campbell on Foligno. Foligno and Campbell swinging their sticks a little bit, but it's been a pretty clean hockey game. The odd, solid check. Not that much hitting. Stan Weir doing some stick handling. Stan Weir to Brett Callaghan. Try to get it to Campbell. It's broken up. Foligno coming out with McCourt. This is McCourt moving in on Siltanen. Foligno's going for the front of the net. Good shot. He scores! Dale McCourt with a slap shot that breaks the deadlock with 7:07 left. Detroit leads 3-2.
Great individual effort by Dale McCourt on that play as he moved across the blue line and just delayed. McCourt comes over the blue line with the puck, hangs onto it and delays, and all the defensemen move out of the way, and he just winds up and blasts a slap shot, which Eddie Neal really had no chance on. McCourt was only about 20 feet out, directly in front of the net when he let it go.
Gort's goal. Huber and Foligno getting assists. So Foligno, the rookie, has a goal and an assist. And the captain of the Red Wings, Dale McCourt, has put Detroit back into the lead 3-2 in a seesaw game in the opener in Edmonton. So the Oilers will have to come back again as they did earlier in the period. Chipperfield moving in. That's Flett on his right, taking the pass. A weak shot off the target. Flett from behind the net. Chipperfield failed on the pass out right in front. Nedomansky moving in on Lowe. The pass hit Lowe. Puck came in front, bounces to the side. Lowe winds up with the puck for Siltanen. Flett bounced on the board. Siltanen after the puck, got it outside the line. Reed Larson slaps it back in. Ooh, he just missed the net with that hard shot from center ice. 6:12 left in the game. Detroit 3, Edmonton 2. Ron Chipperfield weaving to center ice. Slowed up by Larson. Scooped the pass to Messier. Went off his skate. Paul Woods going to the puck. Fogelin lining him up. Shot hit Fogelin off the target. It came loose in front of backhander. Good save by Mio on Bolduc. And then Mio grabs the puck. With the score, Detroit 3, Edmonton 2. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
I no longer have to rush home or be at home at a certain time to watch my favorite shows.
With TiVo, it's you tell it what program you want to watch, you press a button, and it's done.
TiVo records things automatically for me by my selecting a season pass.
And it will record them whenever they come on, even if they change time.
With TiVo, you're in control of what you're watching. TiVo is the simplest thing on the planet Earth.
Learn more at TiVo.com.
It's magic.
Who is this?
Guess.
She was a woman who wouldn't give up on love.
You taking my watch? When do I get it back?
When you forget that I have it.
Now she's met the one man.
We can't talk about the fact that you're sick?
I'm right here, right now.
Who won't give up on her.
So what do you want for Christmas?
More of this.
Autumn in New York.
This month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
Anthony Soprano. I have a warrant to search
I'm 18 years old. I can take care of myself.
Babies are like animals. Believe what you want, my little nephew.
Do you have any idea what a bastard child would do to this family?
It's over months ago.
Yeah, right.
Attitude today.
No move for you.
Tony, I need you.
I got nothing to say to you.
That's what we mean when we say family.
We want to stay Italian and preserve the things that meant something to us. Honor and family and loyalty.
So does that justify everything that you do?
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Heart-stopping action for Larry Gordon, the general manager of the Oilers. Larry, your team looks pretty good. They belong in the National Hockey League.
You know, we've got a young team, and it just is real good to see them fighting back. You know, they're young, and they're going to be coming back, I think, a lot this year. And we look for big things from our youngsters, but it's going to take them a few games, and I'm sure they're a little nervous out there tonight.
The nervousness doesn't show that much, though.
No, it really doesn't. They played a pretty good hockey game, the Oilers.
Chance in front for Dan Bolduc. Deflects off Fogelin. Bolduc to the corner to get the puck. Put it behind the Edmonton goal. Sacha goes to it there. Threw it out in front, and Woods just failed to reach it as it tipped off Mio. Callaghan to McDonald. Checked from behind by Woods. Knocked him to his knees. Campbell with the puck. Slaps it into Detroit territory. Vachon handled it back of the net for Perry Miller. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. The score is 3-2 for Detroit. Miller put the puck in the Edmonton zone as Campbell moved up to check him. So he duped it in. Red Callaghan starting up for the Oilers. To McDonald. Gretzky's loose on the left, but the pass didn't get through to him. Callaghan bumped Larson. This is Fogelin with the puck. Ran into Bolduc. Follows up. Gamble centering the puck and steered away from in front. Bolduc for Detroit. Knocked off his stick by Gretzky, who's knocked off balance, and the puck goes to the corner to Larson. Across to Miller. 4:48 left. 3-2 Detroit. Miller for Foligno. He's come on tonight. The Detroit rookie with a goal and an assist. His first NHL goal. He got away with a hook there. As Brett Callaghan was hooked by Foligno, and the play goes on. Can't see them all. Siltanen. Tipped by Campbell to Brett Callaghan on the left wing at his own line. 4:20 left. Callaghan banks it in. Weir hustling in after it. So is Long and Hamel. But Vachon swept it on the board. The crowd is chanting, "We want a ref." Didn't like that hook that Foligno got away with. They may want a ref, but there's probably not one fan in the stands that would want that job that Bob Myers has got. Hicks at center takes a dive. Play goes on. Officials don't like dives, even if there's a trip involved. The puck is cleared in. There's a solid check by Hicks, bumping Errol Thompson. Hunter starting out. 3:45 left. 3-2 Detroit leads. Getting a bit scrambly out there as the excitement builds up for the late stages and the Oilers try and get that tying goal. They led 1-0 after one. They fell behind 2-1 and now 3-2, but bounced back earlier in the period to tie it. Blair McDonald has scored both Edmonton goals. LeBreton, Foligno, and McCourt have scored for Detroit. Mark Messier into the Detroit zone. Huber gets the puck along the boards, bumps with Messier. Bergman to the puck. To Thompson. His pass tipped away as McCourt couldn't reach it. Delayed offside, may be called. Now it will be called. Play is stopped. This game is coming to you from Edmonton.
Hey guys, listen up. Do you want a competitive edge in the gym, at work, even in the bedroom? Want to look and feel great every day? Then you've got to know about Men's Health. It's packed with information that can change your life. Workout tips that burn away that belly and build loads of muscle. Stress-busting techniques that put you back in charge of your life. And wait until you see what it does for your love life. With Men's Health, she'll forget every other man she's ever met. Let's go to Chicago. Lori?
Matt, the response is incredible. Women say men who read Men's Health know secrets about driving them wild other guys don't. This is the one magazine that tells you the 3 phrases that'll turn any woman on. The 5 secret fantasies she'll never confess. And the 1 move proven to maximize pleasure for both of you. And right now, Men's Health is making an unbelievable offer. Get a free trial issue plus 3 guidebooks free. Power Nutrition, Amazing Abs Made Easy, and Drive Women Wild.
Look, guys, no matter how busy your day is, you've got to take just a few seconds to call this 800 number. Get career strategies for landing that promotion, power-packed meals that take just minutes to whip up, and workouts that help you build muscle fast. Plus, act now, and you'll not only get a free trial issue of Men's Health, you'll also get these 3 terrific guidebooks: Power Nutrition, Drive Women Wild, and Amazing Abs Made Easy. Think about it. Amazing Abs Made Easy. Let's go to Los Angeles. Kim?
Matt, building the perfect body has never been easier. Each issue of Men's Health is packed with simple, easy-to-follow fitness programs that can pack on muscle and burn away fat in just minutes a day. Here, finally, is the chance to build a strong, hard body you've always wanted. And it's all just a phone call away. Back to you, Matt.
Guys, you can't afford to miss out on Men's Health. Call now for your free trial issue. Continue and get a year's worth of sex tips, workout tricks, and nutrition secrets, plus 3 fabulous guidebooks free. Call now. Men's Health. Hey, this is tons of useful stuff.
The Detroit Red Wings, one of the NHL's original 6, fell on hard times in the late 70s and early 80s. From 1978 until 1982, the Red Wings finished dead last in the Smythe Division and out of the playoffs. The only bright spot for the Red Wings was that they moved into a new arena. The Red Wings left Olympia Stadium for the confines of Joe Louis Arena. Now back to the Oilers and the Red Wings here on ESPN Classic.
If play continues like this, Jim, I think we're going to see the Oilers pull their goalie with the last minute and a half remaining in an attempt to tie up the game.
Just over 3 minutes left. 3-2, Detroit leads. Hoagland waits for his mace to get onside. Didn't wait near long enough. The Chipperfield was trapped in there. It's a delayed offside that will now be called as Chipperfield was away offside on the play. Well, how does the experience come into play now, Jerry Pinder, with 2:55 left?
Well, watch Bobby Crom. He's going to have his experienced, smart, intelligent hockey players out there who are not going to take a stupid penalty. He's going to have McCourt, Mohavlich, and guys like this who are going to control the puck when they get it. And Edmonton's going to have to press. They've got to have 3 men after that puck at all times.
Crum should be smiling and won the World Series pool today in the Detroit dressing room. Pay for his meals the next couple of days. He'd rather have 2 points in the NHL standings any day. 2:45 left in the game. Messier's pass deflects off McCourt. Bergman, who's had a solid game for the Wings, puts it off the boards. Nedomansky clears it out. Hoagland dumps it back in. Chipperfield racing into forecheck as Vachon taps it to Willie Huber. Into the corner to Dan LeBratton. Bumped behind the net by Willie Plett. Or rather, Will Plett. They score! It went in off a skate in front of the net. Cowboy Plett threw it in front. I'm not sure who put it in the net. I think it went off a skate. Let's get a replay on that one. It's tied at 3-3.
Oh, listen to the crowd. They love it. There's a replay of the goal. Cowboy Flat digging behind that net. Gets a hold of the puck. Fires it out front. And we can't see it clearly enough. I believe Chipperfield takes a whack at it here. There it goes. It's off the Detroit player, Dale McCourt. Off McCourt's skate, and Vachon really had no opportunity to stop that puck. I don't even think he saw it. And what a way to lose, to tie up a hockey game going off of Dale McCourt, who's just scored the go-ahead goal for Detroit. I don't think McCourt's going to get credit for that, though, Jim.
I think it'll be Flett's goal. No, Messier gets credit for the goal, unassisted. I thought Cowboy Flett might get it from behind the net, but it's Messier's goal, unassisted, as it went off the Detroit player at 16:36. So it's 3-all. Live from Edmonton, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
Introducing the most fun, most economical, most exciting way to get from point A to point B. It's the Silver Bomber, the electric scooter that takes you just about anywhere in style. And you can get yours right now with this special introductory offer. You'll cruise to school, to work, all around town with the hottest ride anywhere. The Silver Bomber is powered by a high-output 1-horsepower electric power plant that zips you along at up to 14 miles per hour without all the hassles of a gas engine. Just plug the included charger into any wall outlet and power up the quick charging dual battery system and ride for up to 2 hours or more on a single charge. The Silver Bomber has lots of state-of-the-art features, like an auto power shutoff braking system. Strong and light sport wheels and easy track tires give you a smooth ride every time. The non-slip platform lets you stand securely, and the high carbon steel body is durable and rust resistant. Best of all, the Silver Bomber folds up so you can put it in your trunk or take it on boats, trains, even places that won't allow gas scooters. There's only one Silver Bomber, and it won't cost you $500 or more like some other powered scooters. Call right now, and the Silver Bomber is yours at this special price. And the Silver Bomber comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with your ride, return it for a refund. The Silver Bomber is great transportation for teens, adults, even seniors. Whether you've got places to go or just want to have fun, you've got to have a Silver Bomber. Hey, forget foot power, forget gas power. Plug into the hottest ride around and discover the most awesome way to get from point A to point B. The Silver Bomber. Call now.
Call 1-800-528-8811 to get your Silver Bomber for 3 easy payments of $65.95 plus shipping and handling. Your Silver Bomber is backed by a full 60-day guarantee, so call now or send a check or money order to the address on your screen. That's 1-800-528-8811 for your Silver Bomber. You must be 16 or older to ride.
You're watching ESPN Classic.
You're watching the Edmonton Oilers and Detroit Red Wings from October 13th, 1979, here on ESPN Classic.
Here's another replay. McCourt kicks at the puck. Tried to boot it away from in front of the net, and all he did was boot it in his own net. And as I said, very unfortunate for Dale McCourt because he just scored the go-ahead goal for Detroit, and he's played a good game.
I got awfully excited to have Willie Plett in the Oilers lineup. Of course, that was Bill Flett, the old bearded wonder back at the net, who was helping out, but it was Messier who threw the puck in front, and it went off of McCourt's skate. Now icing called in Edmonton. There's a minute and 56 seconds left. Do you think these teams would be happy with a tie here, Jerry?
Well, Detroit's got to be wondering. They had a 3-2 lead with only a couple of minutes left, and you hate to tie a game, have a goal scored against you in the late stages of any period, but particularly the tying goal in the late stages of the third period. And I think the expression on Bobby Crom's face tells it all. I don't think Detroit's going to be happy with a tie.
Of course, Bobby Crom wouldn't be happy with a tie.
No, I'm sure he isn't. It's been
1:56 left here now.
Yeah, there's still time. One team could win it, and the Oilers got to be awful fired up. You never know. They might come back and score another one.
Mark Messier's goal is his first in the NHL. McDonald has scored 2 for the Oilers, his first in the National League. Of course, he scored a lot in an Oiler uniform. LeBratton, Foligno, and McCourt have scored for Detroit.
Cowboy Flett actually should have an assist on that goal, I think, Jim. I can't believe they didn't give him one. He did all the work.
Well, I guess because it was directed into the net by the Detroit player, they eliminate the assists and make it an unassisted goal. The puck is in the Oilers zone. The puck rattling to the corner. Hicks going after it. Couldn't get it out. This is Sobchuk. Stick handling along the line. His shot. Oh, just missed the target. Mio may have been screened a bit, but he reacted to the shot. Messier covers it up with Paul Woods, and they get a face-off. Now there's 1:35 left.
Well, Detroit comes right back, and Dennis Sobchuk rifled one that I don't think Mio had a real good look at it, but fortunately for the Oilers, it was wide of the net.
Remind the fans to stay with us, of course, at the end of the game, and we'll see the Molson Cup 3-star selection in this 3-all tie with 1:35 left. The crowd reacting to the Oiler comeback. They'd love to see a win. And there's Stan Weir. He's played in the NHL with California and the Toronto Maple Leafs. This face-off is between Sobchuk and Weir. Sobchuk wins the draw. Shot by Larson right on. Big save by Mio. He lost his goal stick, but he stopped the shot. Hoagland slid the stick to Mio. Boy, that must have stung. Big save. Good face-off by Sobchuk, and that was almost the tiebreaker. Hunter with the puck to McDonald, who dumps it out. 1 minute, 12 seconds left. 3-all. Reed Larson scooping it in. Lee Hoagland knocks it down. Starting a rush. The crowd's with him. It's knocked down by Perry Miller, who scoops it right back out. They'll be cautious now here because we're in the last minute now. 1 minute to go. Blair McDonald, a chance for a hat trick. Lets it go. Vachon coolly steered that one aside. No trouble with that one. Hunter missed it back of the net. Pete Mahovlich has got the puck. Try to get it to Foligno. Keeps working for it. Tripped up by Hunter. Got away with that skate trip. Miller with the puck. 34 seconds left. It's 3-all. Mahovlich ran into Lowe. They both dropped to their knees. Two big guys collide. Hoagland on the boards for McDonald, who lets it go to center ice. Knocked down momentarily there, but recovered by Larson. Lost it to McDonald. Coming in on Thompson. He slides it to the corner. Weir hustling into check. 15 seconds left. No chance for a shot. Now from the point. Lowe shoots. It's blocked. Flett moved to it. Couldn't get a shot away and is knocked down by Miller. Lowe back to Hoagland. It's going to be a tie. There's 3 seconds left. The crowd has enjoyed it, but they see a tie as the siren goes, and Edmonton has its first game in the National Hockey League and its first point in the NHL. And there's one of the reasons why. Goaltender Ed Mio. Several big saves, congratulated by his teammates as the Edmonton Oilers and the Detroit Red Wings play to a 3-all tie. And here's the big save Mio made late in the game. That's Larson's shot. He loses his goal stick, but he stopped the shot that might have won the hockey game for Detroit. And there's Mio with a headband, being congratulated as he goes to the bench in the game. The Oilers outshot Detroit 35-27.
The Edmonton Oilers struggled with losing records their first 2 seasons in the NHL, but still made the playoffs. Edmonton broke through in its 3rd season with a first-place finish in the Smythe Division. It would be their first of 6 straight Smythe Division championships. Just 2 years later, in 1983-84, the Oilers would win their first of 5 Stanley Cups. We hope you enjoyed this 1979 NHL clash between the Edmonton Oilers and the Detroit Red Wings, only on ESPN Classic.
This is ESPN Classic.
In Game 1, all is not A-OK for Coach K. Freshman Bobby Hurley has proven to be a sharp point, but tonight he'll be without running mate Robert Bricky, who injured his knee in this sequence against Virginia. Georgia Tech coach Bobby Cremins has a young prize himself. From New York City to Atlanta, Georgia comes freshman Kenny Anderson with a giant talent to match a giant reputation. Anderson has some upper-class support with junior Dennis Scott. And if 2's not enough, welcome Brian Oliver, who gives the Jackets a trio second to none.
CD recorder system. Burn it, play it.
Imagine coming home every night to a symphony of jets, all playing their part to make you feel better than ever. Sound good? Then call now and we'll send you a free brochure on the hot tub more people relax in than any other. Hot Spring Spas. Slip into 102 degrees of warm, pulsating water, and you'll instantly find yourself 180 degrees from the everyday world. Your work, your worries, all drift away. Hot Spring Spas give you what other hot tubs don't, like our exclusive no-fault 6000 heater, our easy-to-operate control system, just set it and forget it, and the 100% no-bypass filtration system that works round the clock to keep the water crystal clear. Hot Spring Spas. Always hot, always clean, always ready when you are. And multi-layered insulation keeps electricity bills down. Easy to set up, easy to maintain, easy for Consumers Digest to award one of our models a Best Buy every time they've rated hot tubs. After another long day or another battle to stay fit, a hot spring spa is the place to relieve your stress, revive your spirit, and reconnect with loved ones. Drift away to a symphony played by the world's most unique variety of jets. Feel our patented Moto Massage jet sweep up and down your back. The Quartet Jet System work your neck and shoulders. Our Footwell systems soothe your tired feet. With the world's #1 brand backed by a Fortune 500 company, you get unparalleled technology, superior quality, and the ongoing support of a professional dealer, so you'll never be left out in the cold. To enjoy an underwater symphony at home, call now or visit our website to get your free brochure and the dealer near you. Hot Spring Spas, built for a lifetime of relaxation.
Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific is Wednesday Night College Football. It's Game of the Night, only on ESPN Classic. Classic rivalries, classic legends, classic bowls.
The Snake does it again.
The only place to be for the greatest games in college football is ESPN Classic. Presented by Avis, where we try harder. Watch Wednesday Night College Football every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, only on ESPN Classic.
Tonight on ESPN at 8, Sakic and the leading Avs look to slow Roenick and the Coyotes' run. On ESPN2 at 6, the SEC Women's Championship, and at 8, the Women's Big Ten Conference Tournament with scores and news on the bottom line. And on ESPN Classic at 9, it's the game of the week as Ali and Frazier battle it out in the fight of the century. Do you have all the ESPN networks?
This was the scene earlier this week at Georgia Tech as students engaged in an overnight vigil for a chance at one of 2,400 precious tickets to watch the undefeated Yellow Jackets face Duke. Those lucky enough to get in will see two of the nation's outstanding freshmen, Bobby Hurley and Kenny Anderson. It's the latest renewal of a series that intensified during the 80s. Great players like Johnny Dawkins and Mark Price fueled the rivalry. Both consensus All-Americans, Dawkins had a 5-4 edge in their 9 meetings. Two more All-Americans, Danny Ferry and Tom Hammonds, kept it going. They also went head-to-head 9 times, with Hammonds gaining the edge 5-4 for Georgia Tech. Two freshman stars, Bobby Hurley and Kenny Anderson, will usher in a new decade. Hurley has taken over the point at Duke after leading his high school team to a national championship. Anderson, National Player of the Year, has assumed the point at Tech, and even more, averages more than 21 points a game. We're at the Thriller Dome in Atlanta with a sellout crowd of 10,200 to see the nation's 9th and 10th ranked teams, Duke and Georgia Tech, a battle for first place in the ACC. Good evening, everybody. Mike Patrick along with Larry Connolly, and it's great to have you with us for the ACC. Duke comes in here ranked number 10, but they are missing a great player, Robert Bricky.
Yeah, Mike, and I think it's going to really hurt them. Obviously, the 14 points in the offense are going to be sorely missed. But when you look to the inside, you've got to look to the two big twin towers for the Duke Blue Devils. And that's Ala Abdel-Nabi and Christian Leitner. The Achilles heel for Georgia Tech has got to be their inside play. And these two big physical giants could give the Tech fans all they want tonight.
Now, Duke has an outstanding backcourt, but if you want guards, you got 3 of them at Georgia Tech. They'll match up with anybody.
You've heard the old adage that numbers never tell the story. Forget it. That's not true. Look at these numbers. You want to talk about great shooting and average? Look at the rambling wrecking crew right here. Dennis Scott at 30 points per game, a 54% field goal percentage. Kenny Anderson averaging 21 points a game. Brian Oliver almost 22. Three guys that can put it in the basket.
There is tremendous excitement here at the Thriller Dome in Atlanta. Number 9 against number 10. The Duke Blue Devils against the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech.
Well, I'm here in the Virginia Beach oceanfront soaking up some rays with Becky here. You having a good time, Becky?
Oh, yeah, it's a great beach.
Yeah, have you done anything besides sit on the beach?
Nope, every day, all day, beach.
Just beach. Now, what if I were to show you a whole bunch of great things you could do besides sit on the beach? Would you maybe want to come back a little sooner than next summer?
Sure.
Not great. Well, if you call this number right here on the screen.
Where?
Right, excuse me?
What number?
Well, come on, work with me here. Baxter, they're going to put a number up here a little bit later on. You call it, and they'll send you a book chock full of all kinds of great things you can do here year-round.
I don't see a number.
Doesn't see the number. Well, I'm here on the Virginia Beach oceanfront with Patrick. Now, Patrick, what if I were to tell you that simply by calling this number on the screen...
What screen?
For the sake of argument, pretend there's a number right there.
Where?
I'm sorry, I don't see it.
You see it, don't you? So, you see, Robert, there's so much more to do here besides just sunbathe. You got golf, festivals, side trips to Williamsburg. It's great.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, you call the number on the screen, they'll shoot one right out to you.
Can I have this one?
All right, I'll call the number.
Do you believe there's a part of yourself that you don't show anybody?
This month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View, Jennifer Lopez is trapped inside the mind of a serial killer in The Cell. Only this month, it's going to be a little more spacious. The letterbox version has more chills, more shocks, and more Jennifer. The Cell, letterboxed and with Dolby Digital 5.1 for those really scary bits. On Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View, only on DirecTV.
Welcome back to Alexander Memorial Coliseum in Atlanta. And now for tonight's Sears Die Hard starting lineups, we go to public address announcer John Culver.
Opening it forward, a junior from Clifton Park, New York, 6'6", number 22, Greg Kubek. A sophomore from Angola, New York, 6'11", number 32, Christian Leitner. At center, senior from Bloomfield, New Jersey, 6'10", number 30, Ala Abdelnabi. At the guard positions, a senior from University Park, Illinois, 6'4", number 3, Phil Henderson. And a freshman from Jersey City, New Jersey, 6 foot, number 11, Bobby Hurley. Duke is coached by Mike Krzyzewski. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting five for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Opening it forward, a junior from Reston, Virginia, 6'8", number 4, Dennis Scott. And a freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee, 6'10", number 32, Malcolm Mackey. At center, senior from High Point, North Carolina, 6'9", number 44, Johnny McNeil. At the guard position, freshman from Rego Park, New York, 6'2", number 12, Kenny Anderson. And a senior from Smyrna, Georgia, 6'4", number 13, Brian Oliver. The Jackets are coached by Bobby Crimmins.
Bobby Crimmins and Mike Krzyzewski, Georgia Tech and Duke, two of the class coaches, two of the class programs in the country. We'll be back for the tip in a moment.
Hey guys, listen up. You want a competitive edge in the gym, at work, even in the bedroom? Want to look and feel great every day? Then you've got to know about Men's Health. It's packed with information that can change your life. Workout tips that burn away that belly and build loads of muscle. Stress-busting techniques that put you back in charge of your life. And wait until you see what it does for your love life. With Men's Health, she'll forget every other man she's ever met. Let's go to Chicago. Lori?
Matt, the response is incredible. Women say men who read Men's Health know secrets about driving them while other guys don't. And right now, Men's Health is making an unbelievable offer. Get a free trial issue plus 3 guidebooks free. Power Nutrition, Amazing Abs Made Easy, and Drive Women Wild.
Guys, you can't afford to miss out on Men's Health. Call now for your free trial issue. Continue and get a year's worth of sex tips, workout tricks, and nutrition secrets, plus 3 fabulous guidebooks free. Call now. Men's Health. Hey, this is tons of useful stuff.
Duke scoring a lot of points, 95.8, 8th in the nation. They are thumping some people. Georgia Tech undefeated, one of 4 undefeated teams left. They are 5th in the nation in scoring, and they lead the country in field goal percentage. A guy to keep an eye on tonight, Malcolm Mackey, the freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. He needs to do the job up front, Larry.
Well, he's going to offset those 2 big twin towers as I talked about at the top of the show. Abdul Nabi very, very strong on the inside, as is Christian Leitner. Mackey's got to do a number tonight for Tech to be able to do something inside.
Abdelnaby against Mackey, 6'10 against 6'10. Leitner controls the tip. And this is Bobby Hurley, the sensational freshman point guard.
Georgia Tech immediately in a man-to-man, and the matchup is Anderson right out top on Hurley, and immediately Duke tried to go inside.
Mackey knocked away the lob pass. The steal by Henderson. He misses the jam. Scott goaltending.
What a beginning.
It ought to go that way for about 40 minutes.
Henderson misses a layup, and Scott gets a goaltend. We haven't played 20 seconds yet.
And now your first look at another outstanding freshman, Kenny Anderson, out of Rego Park, New York, averaging 8.3 assists a game. He is already #1 in the ACC, and the delay is because of the 45-second clock over the baskets. They had said 91 and 92. I don't think they'll need the 45-second clock.
You're reading my mind. I was getting ready to say, who really cares? I don't think you have to keep it tonight.
Go ahead and turn it off.
Not very often you get a team that's leading the nation in field goal percentage and the other one leading in free throw